I'm just kind of tagging along, looking to see stuff I've never seen before, stuff that we can't see in the States. So very excited for that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here about an hour's drive away from the heart of Tokyo at a legendary venue, world renowned for its drifting and its time attack. This is Tsukuba for the Race to TAS. We'll be taking on this track in a bunch of mild modified NSXs for this evening. My name is Max Palmer and with me in the studio is Muhammad Budi Al-Fahmi.
Yes, saya. So hari ni Max, kita akan membawakan excitement tu. Ke excitement dalam sebenarnya apa? Keseronokan Keseronokan daripada Tokyo, kita akan bawakan ke Tsukuba untuk melihat sendiri macam mana version perlumbaan kira club series punya, gentleman series lah.
So basically kita ni boleh dikirakan spesifikasi mild tune.
Yeah.
So kereta ni boleh dikirakan greatest hits of tuner NSX. So we have the body parts from Spoon. We've got the wheels from the OZ, the famous OZ NSX specific wheels there. We also have the engine from Comtech NSX, 360 horsepower.
Ini engine Comtech.
Yes. So 360 horsepower, dia ada supercharge kalau silap, tapi mild boost. And close ratio gearbox, still running radial tires.
Okay, so dia pakai street tires. Oh, no wonder kereta ni untuk saya sebagai orang yang dah test kereta ni semalam lah kita test kereta ni susah bang. Kepada penonton di rumah, korang jangan terkejut kalau tengok kereta ni, dia punya liar dia lain macam.
Betul. Ni boleh dikirakan kereta yang intermediate difficulty level lah, sebab dia punya mid corner tu dia memang ada banyak ciri-ciri MR, mid engine punya ciri.
Betul. So dia punya feel dengan dia punya weight transfer feel memang ada MR punya series, punya physical punya rasa
Betul lah. So bila dia masuk mid corner pun kita boleh tengok dekat nanti kita akan tengok braking is going to be very difficult in these cars. Mid corner we don't have a lot of grip considering the power. This car should have the same straight line sort of performance as a GT4 car from about 2010. So these are seriously fast cars, and it's going to be really exciting as well, especially at Tsukuba. These are probably the fastest cars you would see normally running at something like the Idlers games in Tsukuba. And what more can we say about the track? Born in 1970, but only became a full-blown, fully homologated racetrack around 1980. This is the racetrack that started the trend of time attack events. The original mega lap battles at Tsukuba circuit were where we saw legendary tuners like HKS and Jun and Mines compete and really make a name for themselves out on the public stage there. It's still a popular venue for time attack. Of course, the FIA Drift Championships are held at Tsukuba every so often. D1GP also occasionally runs events there, and it's also the home for lightweight motorcycle racing in Japan. So your kira gang Waisuku 125 Underbone semua race kat situ jugalah.
Dan untuk yang tak tahu, track Tsukuba ni dia kurang daripada 2 km. So untuk satu track yang kurang daripada 2 km dan track wide ni kalau tak silap saya ngam-ngam 3 biji kereta. Tak lebih daripada tu. So dia agak orang kata tricky untuk kereta yang NSX malam ni, sebab NSX ni dia punya body wise dia agak besar.
Ini boleh dikirakan on the limit as to what is nice to race dekat track macam ni lah. So 3 wide dekat main straight, possibility for 4 wide. Tapi kita tahulah driver kita macam mana, dia akan tambah lagi 2-3 kereta.
Well, dekat main straight that makes sense. Tapi after kalau kita dah masuk lepas turn 1 dia punya narrow dia akan nampak significant lah. In terms of dia punya strike narrowing dia.
Of course, don't forget to comment down below. We'll be reading your comments all throughout the race. And let us know who your favorite drivers are, who are you rooting for, and what are you looking forward to at the Tokyo Auto Salon as well. Sila komen.
Betul. Jangan lupa tinggalkan komen korang kat bawah tu, dan kita nak tengok siapa favourite driver korang malam ni. Jadi kita ada 14 pelumba yang akan berlumba malam ni sebenarnya, Max. Dan mereka telah pun melakukan time attack selama seminggu. Untuk kita dah open untuk time attack, dan ini adalah catatan masa terpantas kepada pelumba kita pada malam ini.
Yes. So there you have it. From in first position there we have Jay Wong doing 144 laps to get to 102.156. He was flying, and he really definitely put in the work there. Amir Haziq is in second place, followed by Kamal Ali in third, Jasmine Tan in fourth, followed by Gaskun in fifth, and Mazdi Mardini in sixth, with Jensen Chu, Keber, Asidik, Rika Street, Faris Zak, Barry, Mael Shinoda, and Tao. The record is Jensen Chu with 383 laps of practice dekat server.
Okay.
Kita tak cerita pasal offline.
Ini yang menarik ni, Max, dekat sini. Kalau kita tengok top 5 dia punya gap timing sangatlah kecil. Kita ambil daripada Amir Haziq sampai ke Gaskun, well, 1/10 of a second.
Yeah.
Less than that actually.
Actually, even down to Mazdi Mardini, who's exactly 1 second behind Jay Wong in 6th place. So top 6 ni aku rasa agak
dia akan bagi tough fight ah.
Tough fight.
So untuk daripada 7 ke 8 ke 14 actually, gap dia nampak macam banyak. Tapi in a race well, sedikit kesilapan mungkin akan mengubah sebuah keputusan untuk satu race tu sendiri, Max.
Ya, dan juga kita perlu ingat juga Barry's dan Rika Street dan beberapa driver Theo juga kat belakang tu, dia hanya dapat masukkan 50 lap dalam
betul.
So dia late entry lah kira.
Late entry, tapi dia dalam kita dah buka benda ni 1 minggu, dan partisipan kalau tak silap saya dapat lebih around 40 to 50 partisipan yang cuba untuk buat timing, dan ini adalah 15 yang terlaju, yang terhandal dibawakan untuk anda.
Because silap dia was over 50 drivers that attempted. So kita ada 1 minggu, totally open 24 hours. Betul. Whenever you can to get into the server and get a fast lap time. As you can see there, 102 is very, very fast around this track here. Very fast.
You ask on a person like me, memang fast lah. What car to have racing tonight? Okay, so hari ni kita akan berlumba sebuah NSX. Basically this is around stage 2 punya tuning.
So basically ni boleh dikirakan one of the faster entry level cars dalam dunia time attack. So still standard body, body kit dia agak mild, dia bukan full aero kit. Still pakai radial tire, still pakai street tire, dan engine and gearbox tu still dalam street condition, belum lagi race spec.
So engine dia lebih kurang 300 lebih horsepower.
360 horsepower.
360 horsepower, which
dia
is
ada custom gear kit dan LSD.
Actually 360 horsepower is quite good for this car.
Not bad.
For the untuk weight and ratio dia agak bagus lah sebenarnya.
Dia punya power to weight ratio, sebab kalau tak silap NSX is about 1,000 kilos. But right, so it's still a very lightweight car, and
that is the reason why it's hard to drive.
That and it's not a longitudinal mid-engine. It's transverse mid-engine, so it has the same sort of character as like a Lotus Elise. It's very twitchy. You can use that, well, I wouldn't say twitchy, but it's very agile going into the corners, and if you're not prepared to calm your entry into the corner, it can get very, very tricky.
This is the thing. Dia punya kereta untuk NSX ni, dia punya karakteristik pada saya, dia sangat, orang kata sangat sensitif.
Yes.
So the way kau masuk entry, dia punya entry memang on point. Kita boleh masuk dengan laju, but then exit and the middle of corner memang kena orang kata apa, selembut yang mungkin. Kita nak kena kawal benda tu.
So main thing, steering control and throttle control is going to be the biggest factor lah di dalam race ni. So Hadi Hamdan, sorak kepada semua driver-driver dari Brunei.
Kita ada Mat Mazdi Mat Mazdi. Jensen tak salah aku. Bukan
Jensen.
Siapa lagi tadi? Kita ada Mat Mazdi. Mat Mazdi lah pada Brunei.
So itu dia, kita akan review balik top 40 drivers. Jay Wong from Singapore originally in first place. Amir Haziq in second, Kamal Ali in third, Jasmine Tan, Gaskun, Mazdi Mardini, Mat Mazdi di tempat yang keenam daripada Brunei, Jensen Chu in seventh, followed by Kepe, Asidik, Rika Street, Faris Zak, Barry, Mael Shinoda dan Theo. Barry tu pun boleh kirakan kerabat jugalah, kawan member daripada ST. Actually most of the drivers agak aktif juga dekat ST pada zaman.
Betul, Mat Mazdi one of them. Barry pun aktif dekat SD, dekat ST. Ramai juga sebenarnya. Macam kita tengok macam Jewong, kita tahu dia sangat aktif dalam scene beef untuk AC kan.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, ST apa kita masukkan Speed Tavern, one of the many Discord servers that you can enter in order to improve your AC driving capabilities. Now, do not forget, we do have tickets still for sale until next Thursday. And if you buy using the promo code VTEC Esports, you get a chance to win. Our live draw for these prizes are going to be on the 9 p.m. on the 8th of June 2023. You'll get
tu dia kat belakang kita dah letakkan gambar dia.
Yeah, so we have a Kaido House miniature here model, as well as 2 Mini GT Liberty Walk Lamborghini Aventador GTs and some t-shirts from Gallery Creator.
So kita
overall
ada
10
pemenang. Kita ada 10 pemenang yang akan kita buat lucky draw ataupun cabutan bertuah yang akan berlangsung pada 8 hari bulan, iaitu Khamis nanti.
Yeah, so don't forget to tune in to VGN. We will be doing the live draw right then, right there. Boleh kirakan agak istimewa jugalah malam tu.
Dan juga jangan lupa untuk dapatkan tiket TAS.
Yes. So untuk entry, untuk dapat chance untuk menang dalam live draw nanti, all you have to do is beli tiket dengan memakai kod VTEC Esports.
Tak nampak Mac, kau kena ke belakang sikit.
Ya,
Esport tak boleh. tak nampak juga.
Kena sebelah sini ya.
Okay, so
yeah, there we go.
Gunakan promo code VTEC Esports dan beli 2 keping tiket dan anda berpeluang untuk memenangi hadiah seperti yang kita katakan tadi. Kita ada 10 pemenang yang akan memenangi salah satu daripada benda yang kita tunjuk pada hari inilah, iaitu t-shirt. Kita ada ni Mini GT, Liberty Walk dan juga Kaido House Special Edition. Kalau saya, harga benda ni 3-4 kali ganda daripada harga tiket tau. Saya cuma nak bagi tahulah, harga benda ni 3-4 kali ganda lagi daripada harga tiket tu.
So there you have it though. There are so many more tickets left for Tokyo Auto Salon, so come on down and we'll be there on Friday. So we will be doing a bit of a fan meetup eventually there, so do stay tuned. We will keep you up to date live at the event on Friday, so any of you all can come down and take a look, and who knows, you might see us on a couple of other
days. Nak bawa skandal pergi TAS boleh ke? Boleh. Nak bawa skandal boleh, jangan kantoi. That is the key.
Kita boleh promise yang skandal kau boleh nampak kereta yang cantik-cantik. Tetapi nak kantoi ke tak, that is your problem. that is your issue.
So kita ada lagi lebih kurang dalam 15 minit lagi practice session. So kita saya rasa kita dah boleh pergi ke track. Kita nak tengok apa rupa track malam ni.
Yeah, so let's have a look at the track right now. We've got 15 minutes left in the practice session there, and as you can see, Kamal Ali is now currently the fastest in free practice, with Amir Haziq in second place, Jensen Chu in third, and Rika Street doing very well for himself. He's got himself up to fourth place. He's done a little bit more practice, I think. He's got the feel for the car now. You can see how hard they have to brake into the corners. They almost lock up coming into the braking zone here. Zero Blinker there commenting, good luck to all drivers, road to TAS. Yes, and before we go any further, we'll let you know what these drivers are racing for. So not only are they racing for the pride, the prestige, the bragging rights, but they're also racing to win a pair of tickets each for the first 3 places. So we'll be able to see them as well at the at the Tokyo Auto Salon KL. It'll be happening in MyTech from the 9th to the 11th. Rika Street now pushing the car very hard indeed. You can see they're looking around the cockpit there. Big lock up and big turn in there. It looks like he really pushed the car very hard into the corners. That's what they're trying to do right now. This is the time to try and practice and see what the car is going to do when you push it to the limit.
will it work?
Yes.
So kita dapat saksikan macam mana Rika Street sebab saya baca komen Gaskun mana dia tanya. Jadi so kita dapat saksikan macam mana Rika Street cuba untuk settle the car, untuk memberi apa orang kata exit yang lebih cantik.
Ya, betul.
Itu dia, kita ada Ahmad Hazmi kata Gaskun mana? Ni kita punya brother Seth kita Gaskun makan. Lapau katanya, lapau. Okay, so kita sekali lagi macam yang kita kata tadi, kereta ni sebenarnya bagi untuk a newcomer ataupun a newbie. Kereta ni is very hard car to drive, and especially orang yang modern, yang berminat dengan TC dan ABS, this is not the car for them.
So yeah, the trick with this car is fully analog, unlike the latest generation NSXs. Everything you do has...
Look at that.
Oh, look at that big sideways moment. That's caused Rika to spin off the track there. It's a big accident actually. Big contact with the wall. That's going to cost him a little bit of time in terms of practice. Meanwhile, Kamal Ali there, he was the fastest, but Amir Hazik's gone faster still. Coming across the line there, 103.480. It looks like the track is a little bit slower than it was in the series qualifying. So in free practice, and I think in the race, you'll see lap times are a little bit slower. The track is a little bit more slick, a little bit dustier. Of course, conditions can change a lot even in the sim. So
ya, dia punya track condition akan berubah. Sekarang kita masih lagi dalam free practice, dan dia punya track condition untuk free practice. Tapi bila kita berubah ke qualifying, dia punya condition adalah mengikut.
Dan in series qualifying pun, the 1 week of qualifications yang kita ada sebelum ni pun is different again.
Betul. The car look fire. Betul. I do agree with that. This car looks amazing. It's drive amazing, but for some people, not for me. Because I don't like this characteristic. It's not comfortable for me. It's just that. So, but the car was amazing.
Yeah, so there you go. We have a report from our pit lane correspondent Umar Aziz there. He was just reporting that the drivers will say the car is not the easiest car to drive fast and race, but it is very, very fun for these drivers. Again, these are some of the fastest drivers in Assetto Corsa in Malaysia. And in fact, a couple of them from outside of Malaysia as well. We got some international entries in today. So fantastic stuff there. Hadi Hamdan still support habis dengan Mazdi Madini.
Betul. Itu dia. Kita masih lagi kita ada pelumba daripada apa yang kita katakan tadi, seperti Jay Wong, pelumba daripada Singapura. Kita ada Mazdi, pelumba daripada Brunei. Kawan-kawan kita yang sama-sama kita praktis apa semua. Tapi walau bagaimanapun Max, dia punya KB daripada Madagascar.
Itu Umar Aziz yang cakap. KB dari Madagascar. Kita baru dapat mesej itu.
Walau macam mana pun, dia punya competitive level dia agak tinggi sebenarnya malam ni Max. Satu dari segi kereta dia, sebab waktu kita free practice, we are not racing. Masa kita buat qualifying, we are not racing. So it's just we can try to push our car sekuat mungkin. But then dalam race kita perlu conserve a lot of things.
So there we go there. Jay Wong in first position now. He's done a really quick lap time. There's 102.800 on the dot. He's come back into the pits there. Amir Hazik's tried to match that, but he has failed. 103.018 is still very close, only 0.2 of a second behind. This practice session is I'm really looking forward to qualifying after this practice session. But
I'm just gonna say this, Max. The biru hijau, the biru kuning one looks like spoon, and this one looks like Takata.
So if you haven't quite caught, there is a common livery on these cars, but we have senang cerita adjust.
So the colorway.
So we have a spoon-inspired livery. Based on the car that's going to be coming to the Tokyo Auto Salon. So there's a bit of an homage there. Got an homage to the Takata NSX. And it looks really nice actually in these.
I do agree with you on that. It looks really good.
Especially when they get the car sideways coming out of the S's. this definitely is a car that you have to drive. You really have to always drive in an artistic sort of way, because the car is always moving around a little bit. It's almost always sliding. You have to be really on top of it.
This is just a fun fact. Untuk sebuah NSX, the normal NSX 1995, it will cost you around 240 now. Well, if you are saying about Comtech and then the OZ Racing wheels, well, it can cost you up to 400.
Yes. Even more sometimes if you factor in the dampers, the tires there. We did splurge a little bit. We go for PS5 tires. Pilot Sport. Jangan main-main. But definitely this will be
around 500, 4 to 500.
Yeah, 4 to 500
car.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not up to the GT3 kind of spec.
Yeah.
But still, it's between GT4 bawah sikit.
Yeah, GT5.
GT5.
Konon GT5 lah.
Dia bukan super GT. bukan, tak sampai, belum sampai. But anyway, ini yang orang tak tahu. Kebanyakan bila dia dah masuk racetrack, dia akan menggunakan slick tires.
Yes.
But for this is actually it's not even a semi-slick.
It's a street tire.
It's a street tire.
So what we have here is this is a representation of a modified road NSX that we're racing tonight. So this will be a full-on street car. This will be similar to the car that Comtech took to, if you remember, the Toge, the hot version.
Oh, okay.
Toge Mao battle in the USA. So they took that car there. Of course, with Toge Mao battles, they have to run radial tires and they have to run full interiors. So that's what we're dealing with right now. But you can look at that. Amir Haziq 103.101 on that last lap. This is going to be a very close qualifying session, I think.
Timing of this car is actually flying.
Yes.
So kita dapat tengok perbezaan daripada tempat pertama, which is Jewong, ataupun di timing yang paling laju sekarang ni kita ada di track adalah Jewong, dan tempat kedua, tempat ketiga, tempat keempat, kelima sehingga ke tempat yang keenam. Gap ni sangatlah kecil, Max.
Yeah.
So ini akan menjadikan pertandingan ini lebih kompetitif. Dan yang korang tak tahu, Tsukuba terkenal dengan turn 1 incident.
Yes.
Well, it's well known. Macam korang rasa turn 1, what happened in lap 1, turn 1 Spa. You know, that how it is, you know?
Yeah. Very, very fast main straight, very wide main straight going into a narrow hairpin. And that's going to do that for you. It's going to get very, very twisty and very tight on the exit of that corner as well. So I think we're going to see a lot of fireworks coming into turn 1 there. Usually this track only gets used for cars in terms of clubman racing. So your MX-5, Mini, idler games, and those sort of races. In the past, it has run rounds of the Japan Touring Car Championship, but mainly it's known for smaller scale events. Obviously, it's a different story for the bikes. This is a huge race, motorcycle racing track.
Yeah. So Tsukuba bukan satu track yang orang kata bukan satu track yang asing bagi pelumba-pelumba, especially yang meminati sukan perlumbaan motor, dan juga orang-orang yang berminat dengan time attack, sebab Tsukuba sangat terkenal dengan time attack punya challenge, you know.
This is the birthplace of time attack lah, boleh kira.
So we have Tsukuba time attack, kita ada Fuji time attack, but Tsukuba is like the biggest.
Yeah. So if it's all about getting the fastest lap time. Right now, the fastest lap time is a 53 second from Fire Endo using semi-slick tires. HKS has gone faster, but they had to use slick tires because their car produced too much downforce. So they were forced to run slick tires for safety. But there you go. I believe that is the end of the session. So yeah, we've got a 30-minute qualifying session up ahead, and it's going to be interesting to see how this heads.
This is the thing, Max. I just got a news. Okay, practice tadi tu dia dah habis. So we have 30 minutes qualifying.
Oh yes.
Kau just imagine satu lap, the whole lap will takes you like macam 1 minute. At most 1 minute 4 lah.
Yeah.
And then you have to do like maybe 20 laps untuk dapatkan the best timing. And then okay, this is the thing yang korang kena faham. Bila dia practice, diorang akan buat tune and setup.
Yes.
Because this is not a lock setup.
Yeah.
So diorang boleh adjust apa yang diorang rasa diorang perlu.
Yeah. So it'll be an open setup for all the drivers there. They'll be testing, tuning. They will also try different strategies for going to corners. So dia akan cuba push masuk dalam. Dia akan try not dive bomb but like heavy late braking, dive to apex. They akan try semua benda pelik.
They will try all the risks.
Yes.
All the risks.
They want to see if it works or not before they go
and
in.
all the things, all the scary things that we can think of.
Yes. So that is the free practice session, is when you can confirm or deny that you can do any of those things.
Kira macam ada checklist lah, Max.
Yeah.
Dia macam okay, this one tak boleh buat.
Yeah.
But in a way, bila kita buat practice session yang sebelum ni, which is bukan practice session, the qualifying session yang untuk qualify masuk dalam ni, kebanyakan kebiasaannya diorang akan sorang-sorang dalam track.
Yes.
But this is different.
Yeah.
Bila kita qualifying sekarang, 14 racer dia akan ada dalam track dalam satu masa yang sama. Jadi diorang ada traffic, diorang ada benda yang diorang kena fikir.
Yes.
It's not just themselves, you know?
Yeah. And it's going to be the same thing for quali as well. It's going to be open qualifying session right now out on the track there. I believe the qualifying session has in fact begun. We will join it in a little while more. But for those of you who've just joined us, this is the Race to TAS here. And we are looking forward to TAS on the 9th, 10th and 11th here. We are racing at Tsukuba in the Honda NSX modified tuned. It's with all of the sort of best features of all the modified NSXs over the years.
All the best thing that you can buy.
This is the greatest hits of NSXs.
Greatest hits of NSX. Yeah. Okay, so ini adalah perlumbaan Race to TAS KL, Tokyo Auto Saloon Kuala Lumpur. Tokyo Auto Saloon Kuala Lumpur yang akan berlangsung pada 9, 10 dan juga 11 hari bulan Jun di mana tempat tu? MITEC. Aku tak tahu nak sebut benda tu di MITEC Kuala Lumpur. Okey, dia akan menampilkan lebih daripada 100 biji kereta dan ada juga kereta yang dibawa khas daripada Jepun terbang ke Malaysia, dan salah satunya adalah yang seperti yang kita tahu adalah NSX Spoon. The official NSX Spoon.
Yeah. So that was the car that Ichishima-san built specifically to go racing in things like the Tochiki 24-hour race and also the Super Taikyu events, and it also raced at the Macau GP event. So it was an endurance racing car. They will be actually running refueling demonstrations, I believe, at Tokyo Auto Salon. So it'd be nice to see how they work through a pit stop procedure there. They, I believe, are going to be 24 cars that have been branded as the best of Tokyo Auto Salon. So these are cars that have won awards, won events, or won acclaim at the Tokyo Auto Salon. So we're not bringing any old car, we're bringing the best cars in there.
This is best of the best modification, modified car. Well, it's not just a showcase car.
Yes.
No. Diorang punya car kereta yang dibawa adalah kereta yang legitly yang diorang boleh main track tau. It's not just a It's not just a showcase car.
Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be so many more vehicles there. It's not just the wild builds, but we've also got track cars. We've also got OEM plus cars. Maybe, you know, there's a couple of cars there that you might own at home and you want to glam up a bit. Was it called nowadays glam up?
Lebih kurang spices up macam nak menceriakan.
Yeah,
menceriakan.
Yeah, so everything from OEM plus to mild tune to show cars. There's even a couple of Osaka style cars that are, wow, dia punya paint job tu macam.
So it's not just well, TAS in Kuala Lumpur, it's not just showcasing the Japan car. It's actually also showcasing Malaysian car.
Yes.
Benda yang kita mungkin tak nampak sebelum ni, kita akan bawa masuk ke situ. Itu dia. Tak habis tulis dia tak habis tulis. Kita tunggu dia tak tulis.
So we get a live text feed from our pit lane reporter Umar Aziz that he stopped halfway through. I think he was just looking for the pit lane practice session, pit lane report there from Umar Aziz. Looks like for Gascon, it seems like the car is not the best for his driving style. He has a fairly particular driving style. I think born from like front wheel drive cars and front engine rear wheel drive cars, very aggressive turning, might be a little bit
for someone who has been driving things like GT3 or front wheel punya punya car, driving an MRS or even this car was actually a hassle.
Yeah,
it's really a hassle, you know. Dia bukannya it's not like simply like macam okay kita boleh bawa dan kita boleh bawa. No, it's not like that. You really need to really need to understand the characteristic of the car itself.
Yeah.
And then you have to understand how to make your car listen to you.
Yes.
Because this car, it's wild. It will not listen to you. When it snap, it will snap.
Yep.
Hustle.
So there you go. Hustle. Omar just asked us.
It was the same.
Is it hustle or hassle?
Yeah.
So there we go there. We are going to go and head over and check out the qualifying session currently in
okay, dia orang baru nak memulakan sesi qualifying.
Alright. So qualifying session is
boy, bosku. Ya, betul boy. Mantap mantul. Ya, tapi macam yang kita kata tadi, kalau kita tak faham karakteristik, saya mengambil benda ni daripada experience sendiri lah. Bila kita drive pada hari Jumaat itu, kita ada buat test drive untuk kereta ni kan. Basically kereta ni dia bukan susah tau. It's more like you really have to understand when to do this, when to do that.
Timing is very critical, and also rate of inputs. You have to be very slow with the inputs because the car reacts very quickly.
Yep. It was a very sensitive response. Okay, itu dia. Itu yang saya punya experience sendiri. So bila someone yang dah biasa bawa GT3, macam kita tahu GT3 ada even though GT3 dia ada banyak rear engine ataupun main engine punya car, but it doesn't have this kind of characteristic though.
I mean, we have three reasons for that. We have fantastic suspension, fantastic aero, as well as slick racing tires, which is the biggest thing I think is the slick tires.
Oh, not to mention Max, we have also TC and ABS. So it's like, okay, never mind. I can push as much as I can, and then the TC will kick off at least. But not in this car, bro.
Yeah. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for the qualifying sessions to start, leave a comment down below. Any of you NSX fans out there, let us know.
Betul lah, kita nak tahu juga kalau ada peminat NSX mungkin kan. Sebab NSX ni kira kereta kereta yang rare sebenarnya. Even though kalau kita nak nampak atas jalan pun sekarang macam agak jarang lah sebenarnya.
So Carol Alang just said there, hello semua, good luck for drivers. Yes, they're going to need it I think today. This is going to be very, very exciting indeed. All the drivers now are on their outlap, and I think this is going to be one of the more exciting parts. Normally with qualifying sessions, you're just sort of sitting there going, right, who's going to get on pole? That's quite exciting in and of itself. But here, we want to know what is going to be the lap time, because it's qualifying when you're going to see these guys push the cars to their limit, light fuel loads, aggressive setups, aggressive driving styles. They don't need to make the tires last 15 minutes. They're going to try and use them up in 2 or 3 laps just in order to try and get the temperatures there. Oh boy, Jay Wong going all over the track there.
Look at that. Okay, that is the thing. Bila dia macam dia terus macam susah nak return balik. So ada persoalan di situ macam mana nak dapatkan tiket untuk TAS, bos? Untuk bang, macam mana nak dapatkan tiket untuk TAS? Okay, so boleh klik dekat, kita ada letak dekat comment section dan juga description ada bang?
Dekat description.
Dekat description. Okay, so kita ada letak dekat description. Boleh klik dekat description tu dan masuk. Kalau beli 2 tiket dan lebih, masukkan kod VTEC Esport untuk memenangi hadiah yang kita tawarkan pada malam inilah.
Kamu akan dapat chance untuk masuk ke dalam lucky draw untuk menang yang series Mini GT Lamborghini ni, Aventador GT Evo Liberty Walk Silhouette Works. So ini memang latest of the latest Lamborghini daripada Liberty Walk. Dan juga kita ada Kaido House R34 dan juga gallery kereta t-shirt. Ada 7 helai gallery kereta t-shirt
untuk diberikan kepada pemenang-pemenang bertuah. Tapi dia kenapa dia lucky draw, perempuan tak payah draw
namakan lucky draw.
Oh,
Cabutan bertuah.
Cabutan bertuah.
Aduh, pening juga dia ni. Itu dia Muazzam Zairi.
Ui, panjang umur dia.
Ya, so peminat-peminat semua menunggukan Gaskun sudah masuk ke dalam litar pada malam ni.
Persoalan Gaskun mana telah pun dijawab sekarang.
Ya, dia dah keluar. Dia tunggu. Sekarang dia dah ada masuk.
Dia dah makan, Mac. Dia dah makan. Dia dah makan.
Tu lah, Maggi yang fancy zaman sekarang daripada Family Mart tu, dia bukan 2-3 minit, dah 5 minit.
So dia dah makan. Jadi bila dia dah makan, dia punya tenaga dia lain.
Yeah.
Look at that smoke.
Oh yeah, there's a smoke show there. There's 2 cars that spun out at the back there. Again, these guys are running on radial tires. They're running on road-going tires. So the cars are going to play around. I mean, we see with Vios racing in real life how much those cars slide, and they only have 130 horsepower. These guys have 360 horsepower, and you can imagine very, very sideways stuff.
Basically, I remember there was one time that kita buat Myvi punya race, also with street tires. And also with this track. And it was really, really good and exciting. Because dengan street tires, we have to be as smooth as it can be, you know.
And with these low grip type of racing, especially with a mid-engine car, it is a bit like driving an old school 60s Formula 1 car. It's all about being smooth. It's all about having very good fundamental driving techniques there, progressive and smooth. And you want to whisper to it. You don't want to be rough with the car. You've got to be smooth. You've got to whisper sweet nothings, flow through the corner like a river. Does the start sound...
Oh, look at that show.
Gaskun flowing a little less like a river and a bit more like a waterfall coming around the final corner there. Brilliant stuff to keep the car on a straight line. We were just talking, Muazzam Zairi was saying, not the best car for his driving style, but still he's managed to qualify the top 14. Like I said, banyak juga semua driver yang top juga yang masuk.
Betul. So persoalan daripada kita punya pit lane reporter, kita bertanya kenapa bukan slick tire? Bukan ke tune dia ni respect? Persoalan ni rasanya Max dah jawab tadi, tapi masih mungkin kita boleh perkembang. Mungkin kita boleh elaborate more, Max, on that.
So basically kereta ni, it's embodiment of the kind of cars we see at TAS. So these kind of cars are performance cars that drivers can enjoy for the odd track day, but also use for daily drive. Yeah. So this is a road car. It's a street car. It would be taxed, licensed, with legal modifications, and something that you can take for track days or small level grassroots time attack events. Definitely not a race car. So you've got road tires, sports tune, but still road suspension.
300 horsepower.
360 horsepower. But I mean, the standard car had about 300 horsepower. So it's only 60 extra horsepower. Not that much. So
but with this weight, Max.
Yeah.
With this weight, it's actually quite much.
Yeah. Even the standard car, when it first came out in the late 80s, early 90s, 89 or 90, I believe they launched the Honda NSX in Japan. And it was basically built to compete against the Ferrari 348. That was Honda's target. So the Ferrari 348 had a V8 engine, and they only had a 3.2 litre V6, I believe, on the NSX. 3 litre or 3.2 litre V6 on the original NSX. And again, it was available with automatic. And for a supercar, which it was back then, it's so rare to find a supercar with an automatic transmission.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Ferrari didn't have one, Porsche didn't have one. Only on base level 911s when you get the Sportomatic 3-speed.
Okay.
Wasn't great. It was for posing, not for driving. But here was a car with optional automatic, optional dual zone climate control, a CD player that works, the car that starts like a Honda Accord every morning. You can treat it like any other Honda, but it went out and it was so much better than the Ferrari 348, so much better than a Lamborghini Countach. It was unbelievable.
This is the peak of Japan automotive punya time, Max.
Yeah.
And this is not Honda punya kerja saja.
Yeah.
Because based on apa yang aku tahu, NSX was actually built by different kind of manufacturer. So diorang macam, okay, we need to beat European car scene.
Yeah.
So we have to come up with something.
Yeah. So I mean, the original concept was actually based off the Nissan MDX concept that got abandoned, and later on it was subsumed into Honda with Suichiro Honda put out the challenge to build a car as good as a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, and this is what they came up with. And you had all the major OEM parts manufacturers. Big slide off the road there for Rika Street. He went into that barrier hard. Jay Wong almost hitting him there. Very scary stuff indeed. So we have a question there from one of the fans out in the stands that Umar sent to us. Apa beza engine ni dengan H22A? So for those of you who don't know, this was for a long time actually an NSX specific engine, but it was actually originally developed for the Honda Accord.
Okay.
Yeah. So the US spec cars, the Nissan Maxima came out with a 3-litre V6, and Honda needed something to compete with that. It eventually came out in a car, I think, kalau tak silap, the name was Acura TL or RSX. One of those Acuras, the large Hondas. And yeah, I believe it's a C series, kalau tak silap.
Oh. So apa beza dengan B16 Wih, jauh beza dia. Wih, jauh sangat beza dia ni.
So this is a C30 or C32 engine, V6 instead of a 4-cylinder.
4 cylinders, yeah.
It was actually the first, I believe, one of the first cars to have VTEC. Before this, there was only the CBR 400 VTEC motorcycle that had variable valve
so
timing
ini first car yang
yeah,
VTEC
with VTEC.
VTEC lah.
Yeah, before this, VTEC was a motorcycle option. So it came out initially in 1987 on the CBR 400 VTEC model. It was a special VTEC model, which actually was for sale for a very, very long time, through many different generations. It was considered like the king of the 400cc motorcycle category. Then they brought it to the cars with this, the NSX, as well as the EF Civic SIR, which came out around the same time.
EF Civic bukan Honda Mayat ke?
Yang selepas tu, sebelum
EG.
Sebelum EG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honda EF Yap. And then untuk kereta ni dia sebab dia V6, so dia ada 24 valve.
Yeah.
Kan? Dia ada 24 valve. Dia punya power delivery dia sangat responsif tau, sebab dia V6.
Yeah.
You know? Kenapa orang banyak, okay Max, kenapa orang banyak orang rasa macam V6 from Japan is actually tak banyak aku rasa.
Dia memang boleh kirakan rare. Actually, really only used to be 3 manufacturers that really specialise in V6. So yang lain macam Mazda semua tu dia JV dengan Ford, ataupun JV dekat luar. Tetapi the 3 were the VQ series daripada Nissan. So this was the replacement for the RB straight six, to make a compact version of that engine that you could use front wheel drive, rear wheel drive in Nissan Patrol, in many different variations. And that was the engine that even Renault used for their Formula Renault 3-litre 3.0. It's actually a VQ engine, same as the Nissan 350Z. So that's one famous line of V6 engines. And of course you have the C series from Honda,
yep.
Which was eventually you had your Accord V6s, which are the smaller versions.
Look
at that, Siddiq. Oh, big.
He can dream for sure.
He almost held that. I think if he just got a little bit smoother on the exit there. There's another one off the track there. That's the thing with this corner, is so challenging because there's a lot of steady state cornering, and this is the one weakness with this car, is steady state cornering.
Yep.
It is dancing all over the track.
Well, you have to do like something like macam twitchy sikit tau.
Yeah.
So that you will have that play.
Yeah.
But then it's really minor though.
Yeah.
So kalau macam kita terlebih sikit and that happen, you can't really control that car, and then when it slide, it will really slide.
Yes.
It won't stop.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's a combination of a V6 engine transversely mounted further behind than what it would be on a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, means that the car is just a little bit more eager to turn in.
But in terms of agility ataupun kita kata kecepatan dia untuk turn in dia sangat bagus. Untuk entry, orang kata untuk entry speed, dia mempunyai entry speed yang sangat bagus lah. Response untuk entry speed. Tapi untuk macam yang Max kata tadi, untuk mid corner dengan exit, you will have to really macam orang kata macam kena caring sikit
Kena sabar
sayang-sayang macam itu.
Betul. So there we go. Right now, looking at the qualifying results as it stands, Jay Wong is on pole position, half a second ahead of Amir Haziq, with Kamal Ali in third, Muazzam Zairi in fourth. Cakap tak tahu nak drive tapi dia guys tu
empat juga.
So Gaskud there saying he's not too happy with the car, but he is in fourth position, so I don't know how bad it can be. Mazdi Mardini in fifth place, fantastic news for him. Rika Street again very fast, but he's pushing that car very hard indeed. He's in sixth. Jensen Chu in seventh, Farizak in eighth, Asidik in ninth, and Melvin Malik there in 10th, Iqbal in 11th, and a couple more drivers there yet to post a lap time.
Betul. Kita masih lagi beberapa. Kita ada 14 pemain yang bakal mewarnai perlumbaan kita pada malam ini. Kita masih lagi dalam sesi qualifying. Minit yang ke berapa ni, Umar? Tak nampak. Minit yang ke 15, 11. Lebih kurang lah tu. Minit yang ke-16 minit 15-11 okey lah. 16 betul lah tu. Minit yang ke-16 kita masih lagi berada dalam minit ke-16. Jadi mereka ada 14 minit sahaja lagi untuk melakukan time attack untuk melakukan qualifying session ataupun sesi kelayakan pada malam ini. Ini kita bersama dengan driver camp Amir Haziq, seorang pelumba yang agak berpengalaman sebenarnya, Max.
So Amir Haziq boleh dikirakan dalam kategori berpengalaman dan berbakat juga.
Betul.
Very very fast driver. He's won not only races in Malaysia but also overseas as well. So we're definitely not skipping out here. We've got the pros driving these cars out on track right now. You can see him going underneath the Dunlop chicane there. And you can see he's fighting the car a little bit there as well. He's still working to try and push the car to its limits. Big spin for the car up ahead there. That's Iqbal. Somehow he's managed to keep the car in a straight line, but it has messed up the lap time for Farizak and Amir Haziq there. He's going to get back on the throttle and come out of the track there onto the back straight. And he's going to try and slow down and give everyone a little bit of space before he restarts the lap. Let's see if we can ride on board for a lap around here. The lap really starts here around the final corner. Whoa, big sideways moment there from Amir Haziq. He uses all of the curb. You're allowed to go all the way up to the green zone there before you start your lap, and you go into this braking zone. Now you notice the drivers take a very shallow line coming in towards the apex. They dive towards the inside. They don't want to be on the outside because of that big hump. It's a lot more, for want of a better word, humpier, and it gets the cars all sorts of sideways and loose. Going through the S's there and into this hairpin, again the same thing. You want to straight line it, and when you straight line it, you end up with a very early turn in. Now going through the Dunlop chicane here, very important to keep the throttle under control here. He's catching up to the back of Farizak now, coming into the final hairpin. This is one that you do want to take wide, and you dive in towards the inside there. A little bit of understeer, a little bit of oversteer, a lot of oversteer there from Amir Haziq, and he has to abandon that lap just because he was catching up to traffic up ahead. This is what you're going to see with a lot of these drivers during qualifying sessions. They try and give a gap to the car up ahead, but if they catch them, they'll just have to try again. It's all about trying to see if you can find the room there. Okay, now Amir Haziq just having a little bit of fun there on the entry and getting the car sideways for us here in the studio. Beautiful stuff indeed.
Dia punya recovery, Max, untuk Amir Haziq, dia punya recovery is very good. He's really smooth on the car. Dia tak nampak dia macam bersilat sangat lah. Not all the time he bersilat macam tak ada. It's really smooth and calm, you know. And it's totally different from the way I drive. You need to ask Jebat how I drive. I was like bersilat all the way, bro.
Boleh kalah Jebat.
Kira kalau dia jebat aku mungkin jadi lekiu lah kot. Sebab kena bersilat kan.
So there we go. This is the driver cam for Melvin Malik. Another one of our boleh kira
bukan Mak yang kata tu nak jual dia punya rig Is it? Bukan. Tu Shinzi.
Shinzi. So let's join on board with Melvin Malik coming down towards braking zone here. Turn 1 again, early braking in here, so it's a lot smoother. You avoid the hump on the left hand side. He comes around the corner there, very nice and patient. And the exit there, a little bit of snap oversteer around the exit there. Now he's got to straighten it up going through here. going from apex to apex to apex and into the bowl here. This corner is actually slightly banked, which allows you to take a little bit more speed than usual, but he's taken a little bit too much there, getting the car very sideways. Now through the Dunlop S's, can he keep it in line going through here? Through onto the inside to the outside, which becomes the inside for the next corner, coming sliding around onto the curb there, lining it up for the final bend here. He's got to take this one wide. Again, a little bit of banking, but not as much as the second hairpin. Now coming around towards the exit here, it's super important to get the exit perfect. Very hard to do in this car, and very easy to get too much wheel spin coming out of that corner, but that dictates your speed all the way down this straight and into this corner here. A little bit slow on the entry into this corner, which you have to do in the NSX there, and he tries to keep it as nice and smooth, run all the way to the exit of the curb, use all of the curb and come across the line.
That was a really good driving style daripada Malvin. Okay, untuk yang mungkin tak berapa perasan, the banking dalam turn 2 atau turn 3 ni, okay, look at this. The banking is really deep kan. Tapi when you out exit of it, you actually lose control tau.
Yeah.
You actually macam kereta macam terlift sikit. So you lose a lot of control dekat situ. Unless you can really make sure that your car settle, betul-betul settle dekat situ.
Yeah. And that's because the banking, dia punya banking jatuh.
Yeah.
So it's very deceptive. At the apex, the banking is something like 9 or 10 degrees. It's a lot of banking. But at the exit, it immediately flattens out. So you get this situation where if you go in a little bit too fast, you'll feel that you've taken the apex nicely, but you're still carrying a little bit too much, maybe 2 or 3 kilometers an hour too much the speed coming out of the corner, and the car spins.
It's really hard for this car to recover tau dekat situ. Or you have two options. Either you spin or you'll be kissing the barrier.
Yes, absolutely. The advantage, I think, for these guys here, a few GT drivers might have some advantages here. Not so much advantage for the touring car guys, the guys who made touring cars. This is going to be, the biggest advantage is going to be held by people who always drive single-seaters. If you have a lot of single-seater experience, this car would suit you quite well, because it does feel a lot like driving a single-seater, like a Formula 4.
I do agree with you on that, Max. The way that throttle response, you know, the way that car, dia punya belakang lose control feels, you know,
the sensitivity.
Yeah. It does feels like single seater punya type of car punya karakteristik. Yeah. Itu dia, nampaknya kita masih lagi dalam pertarungan untuk menentukan siapa yang bakal mendapat petak yang pertama dalam perlumbaan kita pada malam ini. Seperti yang kita ketahui sekarang, Jaewong, iaitu pelumba daripada Singapura, sedang mendahului, diikuti Amir Haziq di petak yang kedua, dan Kamal Ali berada di petak yang ketiga. Kita punya favorite driver kita, Gaskun popular. Budak ni popular amat. Gaskun ni popular. Jadi kita punya Gaskun kita berada di petak yang keempat. Mat Mazdi, pelumba daripada Brunei, kini berada di petak yang kelima, diikuti Rika Street. Nampak kita saksikan Rika Street, macam Max kata tadi, dia memperbaiki kedudukan asal dia, dan kini berada di petak yang kelima. Mungkin dia dah train lebih, Max.
So Ahmad Hazmi Hamidun, Gaskun mana? Gaskun dah masuk track, Mas.
Gaskun kini telah berada di petak yang keempat.
Second row boleh menang lagi.
Betul. 8 minit lagi. Kita ada qualifying, kita ada lagi 8 minit lagi. Panjang 8 minit. Tapi
look, big spin there. Oh my goodness.
What's that?
There's one car off the track. Iqbal Suji pushing very hard.
No, Iqbal Suji. Itu Keber. Bukan Iqbal Suji. Itu Keber.
So there we go.
Iqbal tu Keber kan?
Tak.
Kan? Betul. Iqbal tu Keber. Ya. Itu dia. Kita dengan Kamal Ali kini kita bersama dengan Kamal Ali. Ini pun experienced driver juga. Okay, kita boleh tengok karakteristik pemanduan driver tu berbeza daripada Jaewong, Amir Haziq, Kamal Ali. Kamal Ali is a very calm driver. As we all know, Amir Haziq is a very defensive driver. And tapi bila dia once he start attacking, he will be really aggressive.
So you can see here, Kamal Ali, the nice thing about Kamal Ali as a driver, one of our fastest Assetto Corsa drivers, the nice thing about him is that he's always able to adapt between different cars.
Yep.
He's a fantastic test driver. He's done a lot of test driving for modders out there. And you can tell he's got that ability because he can go from a GT car to a single-seater to a front-wheel drive touring car.
This is what he said first, Max.
Yeah.
Tak boleh lah kereta ni. But then 5 lap later, tengok dia drive elok
Yeah. So that's it. The adaptability, the flexibility, the ability to adapt his driving style to different cars. Kamal Ali ni dalam 5 lap, 10 lap dia dah dapat the timing, the smoothness.
Jaewong kita tahu dia seorang driver yang laju. Satu dia laju, nombor dua Jaewong drive really aggressive.
Yes.
Jaewong punya driving style dia sangat agresif.
Yeah.
Kita sama juga dengan Gaskun. Gaskun punya driving style pun dia sangat agresif. He loves to take the risk. And that is Gaskun.
You can see that Jaewong's still gone faster by 0.129 seconds.
Wow, he still make it faster.
Still going faster there, but there is a reason why. Amir Hazik has gone 102.629. Unbelievably fast there. From Amir Hazik. He did that a couple of laps ago when we weren't looking. Fantastic stuff in the... Kamal Ali's got 102.629 as well.
Wow.
The exact same time between Amir Hazik and Kamal Ali. How close can you get? Jaewong is still in pole position, 102.142. I think there's only 1 or 2 more laps before he can bring this thing into a 101. This will be as fast as the Jun Hyper Lemon Evo. Unbelievable speeds.
But that Evo using slick tires, man.
Yeah. Semi-slick.
Semi-slick.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least when it's set that lap time anyways. But unbelievable stuff there. We have an identical lap time for Amir Hazik and Kamal Ali. That has changed again. It looks like Amir Hazik's gone. Nope, he's still on 102.629. Let's see if Kamal Ali can improve his lap time. It looks like he's on pace at least to coming down this straight. It's all going to come down to this final corner there, getting the car just a little bit squirrely into the braking zone. Let's see if he can just master being smooth around here, tracing a nice line, late apex. He's going to use all of the track on the exit there. Doesn't even need to use the green bit. 103.038. He just lost out a little bit there towards the end.
Max, dia punya who's making
Jaewong there with a 102.064. He's going to do it. He's going to try and get the car into the 101 bracket. This is unbelievable stuff indeed. This is the magic of Tsukuba. This time attack style driving where drivers are just going out there trying to get the best lap possible. Unbelievable bit of driving. Jensen 2 is going to come through here. He's going to try and improve. Oh, big snap there coming towards the final corner there. Look at the sideways driving of the car behind him though. And he comes across the line there. There's Melvin Malik getting sideways on the exit there. He's unable to improve on his lap time there. 103.253 for him. Rika Street managed to go 103.200.
Kereta ni cepat lock up, Max
Yeah.
Max, dari segi orang kata chassis kereta ni, Max saya nampak macam dia punya wheelbase dia agak lebar, agak panjang.
Yeah.
Daripada depan ke belakang. Memang bila dia wheelbase dia panjang, and then berat dia pun lean ke belakang.
Yeah.
Well,
it gets a little bit tricky sometimes. Because again, even though for mid-engine, for a sports car, it's got long wheelbase. Tapi kalau kita bandingkan dengan saloon, it's actually still quite short. Dia lebih kurang macam Satria, dia punya wheelbase. So it's still got a lot of the nice thing about an NSX is that the weight is down low.
The center of gravity is really low.
This is one of the first cars in the world that was built with an aluminium monocoque chassis. So all of the body panels and all of the chassis is made out of aluminium instead of steel. Very, very lightweight car.
No wonder.
Oh, look at that. Rika Street getting a little bit bottled up there with Jensen Chu, trying to get out of the way, to be fair. Coming out around the corner there. There's still time for that. Oh, would you look at that? Jaewong's gone faster yet. 102.019. He's
101 is coming. 101 is coming, Max.
Oh man, 2 thousandths of a second before he breaks the 102 barrier there. Amir Hazik is trying still hard to improve his lap time there. Melvin Malik is trying everything but drive along the racetrack there. Whoa, look at that. He's still trying to hold on to it. Hang on, Melvin. Whoa!
Oh, cepat tangan tekan bulat.
He had the hot key dah.
Yeah, pop. Well, that was actually really good. So dia tak mengganggu orang lain untuk buat timing, you know.
Yeah. He took himself out of the action there before he messed up anyone else's time. Iqbal, they're still going. Kebe pushing the car as hard as he can, coming into the final corner here. Let's see if he can do anything better right now. Diving into the corner, dancing the car around a little bit. He's tightening up the line there. I think this actually might be an outlap. Looking at that 208, definitely an outlap. Coming across the line there, 104.056 for Iqbal. Definitely a ways to go there to try and catch up with Farzak and Asidik further ahead there. But this battle at the front there, we are just glued to it. It looks like Jay Wong's in the pits, however, 102.019. I'm not sure if he can actually improve on that. I mean, Hazik will be trying to improve on that here, diving through the corner. Then look at the way he flicks the car into the corners. Sliding around in and out. The car behind can't quite keep up. He's gone full Tokyo Drift in the background there, hard on the brakes, turning around the final hairpin there. You can see the car isn't actually locking up the brakes, but the brakes are under-rotating. They're braking so hard that they're actually turning slower than the track speed. So that is well and truly the limit of grip. And coming out of the corners there, you also get a faint whiff of tire smoke, so you know how much grip these guys have. Amir Hazik coming around the final corner there and coming towards the exit onto the green stuff. He's using all of the track and then some, but unfortunately lost a little bit of time in that final hairpin. 103.743. He's going to try again.
Wow, Max. Actually, kita dapat saksikan Jay Wong, Amir Hazik, Kamal Ali, and very experienced driver in GT3, GT cars lah actually. Mat Masdi juga seorang yang experienced driver dalam GT car. So it makes sense macam Max cakap tadi kan, siapa yang biasa dengan GT car, well, you will have a bit of understanding dengan kereta ni instead of a touring car. And I do agree with that. So kita ada lagi lebih kurang 1 minit saja lagi sebelum sesi kelayakan tamat. Okay guys, so korang yang berada di comment section boleh komen siapa yang korang rasa menjadi favourite driver korang pada malam ni. Kita nak tahu juga ni, kan? So itu dia. Oh, dia belum merah lagi . Dia kalau dia belum merah, it means dia masih lagi dalam
still within striking zone. Yeah.
Dia masih lagi dalam timing dia.
Coming around the final corner there, kita saksikan Mazdi Mardini on the exit using all of the track that he can. 103.674 there. He's come across the line. There are only 4 more cars out on track that can improve their lap time. Amir Hazik is one of them. He's trying to battle for pole position right now. He's pushing the car as hard as he can right now. I think he's tailing Kamal Ali, who's the car ahead there. You can see that Amir Hazik definitely smoothing it out. Kamal Ali very sideways off, and he's crashed. He's not going to be able to improve his lap time. He's going to be out of the reckoning there. Amir Hazik is going to be the driver that's going to try and improve his qualifying position. Can he improve it enough in order to try and knock Jay Wong off the top step of the podium there? 0.4 seconds the gap right now. It looks to be a tall ask, but he's going to come into the braking zone here, feed the car in, try and keep it nice and tight through there. Oh, there's another car spinning ahead. That's Asidik, but he's going to be able to keep the car on the track there using all of the road, and then some. 102.713, unable to improve. Amir Hazik is in second position. Still a front row start. He's still got a chance coming into turn 1.
Betul Max. Nampaknya kita punya sesi qualifying penuh panas Max. Penuh dengan aksi yang panas, hangat dan mendebarkan. Okay. Jadi guys, ini adalah perlumbaan Race to TAS Kuala Lumpur, iaitu Tokyo Auto Saloon Kuala Lumpur, yang akan berlangsung pada 9, 10 dan juga 11 hari bulan Jun tahun ni, minggu depan lah.
Tahun ni minggu depan. Minggu depan, okay? So jadi kepada penonton-penonton yang berada di rumah, kalau korang nak memenangi hadiah berupa t-shirt, kereta model model car daripada Mini GT dan juga Kaido House, korang boleh pergi ke kita punya description section dan klik link tu, gunakan kod VTEC Esport dan beli tiket untuk
Tokyo Auto Salon Kuala Lumpur.
Yes. So for those of you who are buying tickets to the Tokyo Auto Salon, go down to the description, to the link in the description, click that link and head on over. Use the promo code VTEC Esports on checkout for your chance to win at our lucky draw happening this Thursday at 9 p.m. So do stay tuned for that. It'll be a part of our VGN, VTEC Gaming News show, and we hope to see you there as well. Now, before we start the race there, VTEC Esports Race to TAS KL, this is how the race is going to work. There's two 15-minute heats, and Heat 1 is going to decide the grid for Heat 2. Both races will come with 10 points for the winner, and it goes down to 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the winner of this race, the podium position for these two races, are going to be the guys that have the most amount of points between the two races. So we have race 1, we'll give out points 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Respectively, and race 2 will have the same point structure, and between those two races we will sum the total points together, as my teacher used to say in school. We'll add those 2 points together, and that will give the drivers their final score, which will determine their fate in Race to TAS KL, and the top 3 will get tickets to the Tokyo Auto Salon in KL.
Memang betul itu, Max. Okay, tapi juga ingin saya katakan juga, tadi dia orang dah buat qualifying session. So siapa yang berada di tempat pertama, dia ada kelebihan yang mana dia boleh lari awal daripada traffic.
Yes.
This is really a good option for him, for Jay Wong actually, untuk lari awal daripada traffic, you know.
Yeah.
So itu dia Siddiq kata Kamal in heat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kamal is in heat. He's going absolutely flat out there. It's going to be fun to see the top 3 especially, I think, have a chance at winning this race. It's not all over yet, even though Jay Wong's got a fantastic lap time, but tell you something, it's going to be absolutely spectacular. The cars are now on the grid at the moment. The countdown is beginning, and there'll be a few minutes, a minute or so's time for the drivers to set their fuel, make any final adjustments, and we'll be joining them fairly shortly out on grid.
Betul, Max. So kita tengah menantikan pelumba kita untuk ke grid. Dia kena buat grid setup, tapi kita tak ada grid walk lah. Dia bukan macam F1 ada grid walk, Max.
Yeah, Martin Brundle is not available. He's in, he's got the F1 race.
F1 race malam ni tadi kat Catalunya. So Ui, main lampu pula dia. Jadi kita akan menantikan perlumbaan yang akan bermula sebentar nanti. Kita masih menantikan feed daripada kita punya studio daripada kita punya broadcasting team di track yang kini berada di Tsukuba, Japan.
So in any moment now we'll head on down to the track. There are beautiful scenes there. Perfect day for a race in terms of the weather conditions at the moment. But
cerah hari ni, cerah.
Boleh kirakan agak cerah, agak cantik dan menawan.
Betul.
Berseri.
Kita tak lupa juga kita ada 14 pelumba yang akan bertanding untuk menjuarai kejohanan pada malam ini. Oh, kejohanan lah kiranya. Kejohanan. Pertarungan. Pertarungan yang sengit dan hebat hanya di Adrenaline Impact. Oh yeah. Okay, so kita tengah menantikan feed daripada kita punya team di track Tsukuba. Kita di studio masih lagi menantikan feed daripada mereka. Walau bagaimanapun, kepada peminat-peminat, jangan lupa untuk berikan sokongan anda kepada siapa yang bakal menjuarai kejohanan pada malam ini.
So there you go, in first position there as we're going to go cruise on through the grid. Kita dapat juga kamera kepada Umar Aziz there. Jay Wong in first position with Amir Haziq in second place. Kamal Ali is in third. Muazzam Zairi in fourth. Mazdi Mardini in fifth. Rika Street is in sixth, followed by Jensen Chu, Asidik, Fariz Zak, Iqbal, Mevin Malik. Only 11 cars right now right on track. The 6 lights are going to go on, and when they come off, it will be time to go racing. The nerves are building, the lights are going on, and it's go, go, go from Jay Wong, who gets a massive start there. Amir Haziq boxed down a little bit there. That gives a chance for Kamal Ali there, and Muazzam Zairi coming down in 3rd and 4th position. The cars are going 5 wide coming into turn 1 there. Unbelievable stuff there. 3 wide still going around the first corner. Are they going to make it stick there? This goes 4 wide. There is a spinner out the back there. Big sideways moment for one of the drivers further back. Diving down in towards this first corner there. Oh, there's a big accident in the waiting there. Big shunt there. A couple of cars have gone onto the grass there, and I believe that's Muazzam Zairi who got the car locked up onto the grass there, and I think he's touched another driver there. He's still going, but he would have had a little bit of damage on that car. We do have damage running on this server at the moment there, but you can see there a lot of smoke still from the drivers there, a lot of cold tires going right now, coming down towards the 3rd hairpin here, and all the drivers finally getting into a line there. But that was some spectacular racing right there. 4th position now, Rika Street having a fantastic start to his race, coming around the bend here, and he's looking like he's actually catching Kamal Ali there in 4th position, who's bottled up a little bit behind Amir Haziq. This looks like it's going to be a battle for 3rd position coming up towards the braking zone here, but in the meantime Jay Wong's managed to do a runner, just as you said.
Ya, betul Max. Dapat kita saksikan Jay Wong sekarang berada dalam keadaan yang agak selesa kerana Amir Haziq terpaksa untuk menjarakkan dirinya daripada Kamal Ali di belakang. Kamal Ali keep on attacking tetapi tidak memberikan ruang, tidak diberikan ruang oleh Amir Haziq selaku driver yang sangat defensif pada malam ini. Dan kita tak lupa juga Max, dekat belakang dia ada Rika Street yang mana cuba untuk memintas Kamal Ali. Seperti yang Max katakan tadi, a battle of the 3rd position. Itu dia, rapat sekali Max di antara Rika dan juga Kamal Ali sekarang. Nampaknya ini bukan sekadar battle of the 3rd position Max. This gonna be a 3-way battle.
Yeah, absolutely. And further behind there, you can see the battle between Jensen Chu and Mazdi Mardini, where they got a little bit side by side through the corner there. That was Rika Street. Mazdi Mardini still trying to look for an attacking opportunity for Jensen Chu. Jensen goes a little bit wide there. Mazdi dives in on the inside. They go 2 wide through the final corner. Who's going to hang on to it? Jensen tries to keep the car at a higher speed, and Mazdi Mardini tries to keep the car on the inside there, dives in onto turn 1. Will they be able to overtake? They're still side by side coming around the exit of the corner there. Unbelievable bit of driving from both drivers there. They're still side by side through the S's here. That's almost impossible to try and pull off there. It looks like Jensen Chu does manage to get himself ahead, but he locks up, and he gives a position almost to Mazdi Mardini, but he manages to recover the situation. Mazdi unable to take advantage of that situation there. These two drivers driving hammer and tongs. I can tell you what, the Adrenaline Impact midfield battle is alive and well. Muazzam Zairi meanwhile is trying to get past, and in fact he has managed to get past Farid Zak, but Farid Zak goes on to the offensive, trying to counter-attack there. Muazzam dives in a little bit early there. That gives Farid Zak the opportunity to try and draw alongside, but he's unable to do so. It's going to be a slipstreaming battle coming down towards the final corner. Is he going to be able to do it? He pops out into the Farid Zak tries to pop out into the inside line there, but beautiful bit of defensive driving there from Muazzam Zairi. So as usual, we have a fantastic midfield battle here at Adrenaline Impact.
I was just lost my word, Max. Aku tak boleh bercakap. The way Jensen Chu dan Mat Mazdi berlumba tadi, wow, that was actually fascinating. Memang gempak mantul lah orang kata kan. Up till now Mat Mazdi masih lagi tidak melepaskan cengkamannya daripada Jensen Chu. Dan Jensen Chu keep on cuba dan mencuba untuk lari daripada cengkaman Mat Mazdi. Mat Mazdi seperti seorang singa yang lapar mengejar mangsa. That was wow.
Fantastic bit of driving from both drivers who used every single last gram of braking pressure to that corner there. Mazdi braking just a second too late. It's a split second too late to try and go through that corner. Right now we can see the battle that's heating up right now is between Kamal Ali and Amir Haziq. Look at the defensive maneuver there from Amir Haziq, but he locks up a little bit there, which gives Kamal Ali the opportunity to close up the gap once again, coming down towards the second hairpin. Will he be able to do anything going through here? It's going to be very hard, but he's going to try and catch up again. Hard on the brakes there again. Ayman Haziq there. Amir Haziq, yeah. Sorry. Locking up the brakes again. Ayman Haziq, unfortunately, unable to be here. He had a prior commitment, incidentally. Meanwhile, these two drivers are battling really hard, and that's given the opportunity to Rika Street to try and catch up and brake and try and overtake there. Hard on the brakes, diving in on the inside there. It looks like that battle is heating up, but so is this one. Muazzam Zairi is trying to look for a way around As-Siddiq in 7th and 8th positions. Again, we saw that Gaskun had a big issue earlier in the earlier in the race, going onto the grass there. Now it's his time to try and fight back.
Betul, dia telah pun berjaya meminta Faris Zak sebentar tadi dan kini cuba untuk mendapatkan As-Siddiq. Itu dia, berjaya meminta As-Siddiq di turn yang terakhir. Dan saat-saat akhir kini As-Siddiq cuba untuk mengembalikan kemarahannya untuk mendapatkan posisi di tempat yang ketujuh. Sedikit laju sebenarnya, late sangat braking As-Siddiq yang berlaku sebentar tadi, membuatkan kereta dia sedikit terbuang keluar, Max. Itu dia, kini masih lagi Muazzam Zairi ataupun Gaskun cuba untuk melepaskan diri daripada As-Siddiq, ya. Itu dia. Betul, saya setuju apa yang diperkatakan oleh pit lane reporter kita, iaitu saudara Umar. Dia kata saudara Nick Wafdi kita, yang mana kelihatan experience dan juga racecraft yang cantik daripada Gaskun itu membuahkan hasil sebenarnya, Max.
Ya, kita boleh nampak the improvement yang Gaskun menunjukkan pada masa ni. Dia punya racecraft daripada tahun lepas ke tahun ni agak besar. He's been improving. Oh, Amir Haziq's gone off the track. Kamal Ali's gone into 2nd position. Rika Street is in 3rd place. Amir Haziq is in 4th position. No 5th, no 6th, no 8th position. And he almost crashes into Faris Zak there. That was a big mistake. We're not too sure what happened there, but it looked like he went a bit too hot into the corner defending against Kamal Ali, and he's gone off the track there. You can see a couple of other drivers who've gone a little bit too far wide there, but it looks like Amir just a little bit too fast, a little bit too quick. Perhaps there was some contact, we do not know, but very mysterious to see him off the track there, because he's usually so consistent when it comes to trying to defend. He's such a good defensive driver that it's rare for him to make a mistake. So we're not too sure what happened there. We'll try and see if we can get news on that. Meanwhile, he's all the way down in 9th place, and now it's Amir Haziq who's going to have to drive the fight back of his life to try and get back into those point scoring positions there. Points all the way down to 8th place, but no further. Jay Wong still in the lead there. He's done a 102.665. Fantastic race pace there. Mazdi Mardini has managed to get himself into 4th position there, but there we can see further up the track there is Rika Street, who's dropped off the pace a little bit. We have a sea of purple cars there. That wasn't on purpose. That was by pure chance that those guys happened to be like Purple Gang this time around.
Purple Gang, purple and yellow, purple and yellow, purple and yellow. Itu dah kita. Sekarang kita dapat saksikan Rika Street. Tadi kalau kita, seperti yang kita ketahui tadi, Amir Haziq berlaku sedikit insiden kepada perlumbaan Amir Haziq sebentar tadi. Kini Rika Street akan cuba untuk mendapatkan Kamal Ali. Kita masih lagi mencari punca apa sebenarnya yang berlaku di antara turn yang terakhir untuk Amir Haziq sebentar tadi. Saya tak nak jinx apa-apa, tetapi seperti yang kita ketahui, race masih lagi di dalam keadaan yang baru sangat lagi.
Yeah, remember 15-minute race there. The heat races they can go by very quickly. We should see 13 or 14 laps as the length of this race. So we're just past halfway through there. Amir Haziq getting very sideways on the exit there of the corner. He's pushing very hard indeed. Faris Zak has proven to be a very good driver in terms of racecraft here, so he's going to take a little bit of getting past for Amir Haziq, but he manages to get it. Big smokes the bags coming out of the corner there, trying to go side by side through the S's, and he manages to make it work. Beautiful bit of driving there from Amir Haris. He's a man on a mission right now, but Faris Zak is still going very quickly indeed. In fact, almost bumping into it. There may have even been a little bit of contact on exit there, which would have bottled up Faris Zak a fair bit coming out of there and into the S's and into the final hairpin there. But beautiful bit of overtaking there from Amir Haziq.
Itu satu, orang kata, percubaan yang berani dilakukan oleh Amir Haziq di exit turn 1 tadi, sebab sedikit kesilapan di situ mampu untuk mengubah entry speed untuk turn 2, Max, dan itu memberi sedikit kekurangan kepada Amir Haziq. Walau bagaimanapun dia berjaya untuk commit di turn yang pertama sebentar tadi. Itu dia, kita bersama dengan Iqbal dan cubaan untuk mengejar Melvin Malik nampaknya. Melvin tadi dia main drift. Oh, look at that fire.
But now coming out of the corner, look at both of them sliding. Oh, look at the smoke clouds.
Oh, betul lah.
Oh man, popping around.
Oh.
Yep, absolutely. Melvin Malik and Iqbal just goes to show that even at the very back of the field, you have guys battling very hard indeed. And Farizak is up ahead on track there. So this is about to be a three-way battle for the last position. And I tell you, one thing they do not want to be is last place.
As long as you have somebody in front of you, it's good.
Yep, absolutely. They're going to fight whether it's 15th position or first. Jensen Chu is under attack again, once again from Mazdi Mardini, as it has been all throughout the race there. But this time they've got Gaskud behind him in a similarly purple NSX. They're coming towards the first corner here. Look at that, Mazdi Mardini going very defensive, trying to overtake at the same time there. Muazzam Zairi trying to size up. Mazdi Mardini in a very difficult position right now because he has to defend and attack at the same time here. Coming up towards there, it looks like he's a little bit too preoccupied there. Oh, look at how deep he could go in on the brakes there, in a cloud of smoke there. Mazdi Mardini almost collecting the back of Jensen Chu. All three drivers pushing as hard as they can, but now Mazdi is going from attack to defense. He's going to defend very hard from Gaskud right now, who's going very, very tight underneath the rear bumper of that car, coming into the braking zone here. Is he going to be able to do anything? Not able to slow down. Mazdi Mardini unable to slow down in time there, which gives Gaskud the opportunity to go on to the inside, and they're going to go side by side down the back straight. It's going to be all about bravery. Who's going to brake the latest? Coming into this corner here, hard on the brakes there. Gaskud using all of his reflexes to try and keep an inside line, but the car is sliding around a little bit. He has to try and hug that apex, and he manages to make it happen. Unbelievable stuff there from Muazzam Zairi. He manages to get himself up into 5th position. Those are valuable points that he's just earned.
Wow, Max. That save by Muazzam Zairi, dia punya defensive move, the way that car slide and stop at the point of Mazdi punya kereta, dia punya nose Ooh, that was really good, Max.
Yeah, seram.
Clip it, bro, clip it. That was, oh my god, betul cantik. Satu cubaan yang menarik telah pun dilakukan oleh Muazzam Zairi sebentar tadi, penuh dengan drama perlumbaan pada malam ini nampaknya. Itu dia Muazzam Zairi kini cuba untuk mendapatkan Jensen Chu. Ini memberikan peluang kepada Muazzam Zairi untuk mendapatkan mata di pusingan yang kedua sebenarnya.
So bukan saja great position tetapi mata yang
betul
untuk race kedua. So it's going to be really important for him to try and get as high up the field as possible. He did have the greatest of qualifying, but look at that, he's using all of the track and then some, trying to go around the outside of Jensen Chu. This is explosive stuff from Gaskud, really bringing the heat in the race here. This is definitely one of the best races we've seen. Adam Aziz says terbaik, memang terbaik,
mantap mantul. Betul, intelligent people of the world, semua ada. But nevertheless, itu dia. Kini Muazzam Zairi cuba untuk memberikan tekanan kepada Jensen Chu. Jensen Chu juga seorang pelumba yang berpengalaman, tetapi Muazzam Zairi masih mencuba untuk memberikan tekanan yang terpadu, yang terhandal daripada dia kepada Jensen Chu.
Meanwhile, Rika Street has managed to catch up with Kamal Ali coming down towards the final corner here. It looks like he's managed to gain a lot of speed there. Kamal Ali perhaps picking up a little bit of damage, or something's happened over there, which meant he's dropped quite a bit of pace compared to Jay Wong, and now in the clutches of Rika Street, coming down towards the braking zone. Oh, Kamal Ali's gone wide. He's gone very wide. He's almost gone off the track. He's given that position to Rika Street on a silver platter there. But now it's going to be the fight back. He's made the mistake there. The important thing is that Kamal Ali can't overdrive in order to try and catch back up. We know he has the pace. He was battling for pole position earlier on in the day there, but we have to say, Rika Street, he's been improving lap by lap by lap, and you can see how fast he is right now. 13 laps have gone there, and it looks like there's not a lot of time for any other positions to go on here. Rika Street will take home 8 points. Jay Wong will take home 10 points at this rate, and that looks to be fairly comfortable there for Jay Wong in the lead of this race. But for the battle for second position, it's still everything to play for. Rika Street in second. Kamal Ali only 0.4 seconds behind in third place. Look at him backing in the car into the corner there. Zero Blicker says, oh no, Kamal. Yes, indeed, that was a big mistake there from Kamal Ali, but he's going to try and push the car as hard as possible, getting sideways on the final corner. Rika Street going for the defensive line there, coming into the corner, diving in onto the inside, and coming right back out again, and we've have reports from Nick Wafdi there that Gascoigne has in fact gone past
Jensen
Chu. Yeah.
Matt was like, who is it? Who is that? But nevertheless, satu persembahan yang menarik telah pun ditunjukkan oleh Rika Street. Kini Rika Street dan Kamal Ali. Ini mungkin beberapa minit sahaja lagi sebelum final lap ya. Jadi ini akan menjadi satu pertarungan yang hebat di antara Kamal Ali dan juga Rika Street, yang mana siapakah di antara mereka yang bakal membawa pulang tempat kedua dan 9 mata. Oh,
meantime, Jay Wong gets it crashed across the line there. Jay Wong has finished the race there, and it looks like Kamal Ali's going to come home in third. That means Rika Street is in second position, but that was an intense finish to the race there. Jay Wong had almost everything perfect in race 1 except for that final corner there. Mazdi Mardini getting very sideways. All the drivers coming out of that final corner, perhaps blowing off a little bit of steam.
What, Max? Aku terkejut, Max. I was like, wait, dia dah menang, wait. But then they exceeded. So that was a really hard things to orang kata apa? Digest, you know?
Yes.
Cakap orang putih terus. Bila Budi cakap orang putih, that means it's serious, okay guys? It is serious, okay? Siapa? Persoalannya sekarang, siapa Rika Street? Ini yang kita pun tak tahu.
Ini nama yang baru, tapi mungkin nama samaran untuk driver yang dah ada.
Mungkin driver yang ada
mask driver.
Betul. Dia dah kira season
So there you go. There is the provisional results right now. Jay Wong in first position with Rika Street in second and Kamal Ali in third place. Unbelievable bit of driving from all of the drivers there. And I have to say the biggest thing to take away is that these, even though the cars are very sensitive and very difficult and you need a very smooth driving style, you could see right away that there is an ability to drive these cars very aggressively, as we saw there. Jay Wong managed to keep the race 99.9% perfect. We won't talk too much to his mechanics about the spin at the final corner there. But everywhere else, I think every other driver in that race had to fight for position like you wouldn't believe.
And then Max, kita seperti yang kita tahu tadi, sedikit orang kata insiden telah pun berlaku kepada Amir Haziq, which is one of the experienced driver. Mungkin ada apa-apa orang kata kesilapan yang berlaku di turn yang terakhir itu menjadikan dia terkeluar daripada turn, and it's he has to pay a big price for that.
Yeah. Really far down the order there. We're going to look at the provisional results. They are not final at the moment, as the stewards have take a look there. Jay Wong in first position, followed by Rika Street in second. Again, fantastic drive from him. He was a little bit far behind in the opening sections of the race, but he managed to catch up to Kamal Ali and pressured Kamal Ali into a braking mistake. So that means Kamal Ali drops out to third position. Muazzam Zairi, Gascoigne, dia memang menipu. Dia cakap dia tak boleh drive, tetapi boleh dia drive.
Betul. dia ada sedikit insiden yang berlaku di turn yang ke-3 sebentar tadi untuk Muazzam Zairi, tetapi dia berjaya untuk climb back the rank daripada
last position juga.
Saya rasa posisi yang ke-9 rasanya. So dia berjaya climb up sampai posisi yang ke-4, yang mana dia telah pun mengalahkan Jensen Chu, Mat Mazdi dan juga Asidik tadi.
And further back we had drivers like Faris Zak, Iqbal, Melvin Malik. Those three drivers,
they are fighting for themselves.
Yes.
I was like, okay, I don't care what happened. We're just gonna fight here.
And the thing is, their race pace doesn't look to be too good. They're doing 105s there, but you have to understand, when you're battling, when you're fighting side by side, you cannot take the perfect racing line, because that opens up an opportunity for the driver behind you to try and overtake. So every time they're fighting with each other, they're taking 1/10 or 2/10 off each other every lap and slowing the race pace down. So I think all three of those drivers understood that they weren't able to catch up to the likes of Farid Zak in the midfield, so they just decided to buckle down and try and get as close to the point scoring position as they possibly can. Unfortunately, points a bit thin on the ground for them, but it looks like they're going to have a lot of fun, especially in race 2, because I think there's some scores to be settled that way.
Betul. Okay, untuk yang mungkin tak berapa perasan, sebenarnya bila kita dalam keadaan race pace kita tak mengambil memang perfect line 100%.
Yes.
One of the thing because kita nak kena ambil defensive line.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between perfect line, defensive line dengan aggressive line. Aggressive line is tempat yang kita nak anticipate orang daripada dia dia defense. And defensive line tempat yang kita nak anticipate orang daripada dia attack.
Yeah.
So that particular line, kalau kita dapat macam kita tengok tadi, one of the driver tadi yang buat, kalau tak silap saya bukan Kamal Ali, Amir Haziq kot. Bukan. Siapa yang buat tadi yang Gaskun kot, yang dia potong and then they close the gap macam tu.
Yeah.
I mean they close the gap like betul-betul dia slide and then they close the gap macam tu. That is actually not a perfect line, but it is a good line to defense.
Yes.
You know?
And that's the name of the game. You do not want the driver behind you overtaking. It's 2 minutes to go before we start the race there, so it just remains for me to say, remember to leave a comment down below. We'll try and read as many as we can, so do let us know what you think about the NSX, about Tsukuba, and about all of the racing that's happening now. And while you're there, hit like, after leaving a comment, hit like, share the stream, and generally share the sim racing love around. That's the line we haven't used in a while.
Betul. Hit like, subscribe, pap.
Skip the boop, pap.
Yeah. But nevertheless, kita akan menantikan. Kita masih lagi menantikan keputusan race yang pertama, dan dalam masa itu dia
Keputusan race pertama pada malam ini. Race 1 results there have been confirmed. Jay Wong is on pole position with Rika Street in second place, Kamal Ali in third, Gaskun in fourth, Jensen Chu in fifth, Mazdi Mardini in sixth, Amir Haziq in seventh, and Asidik in eighth. Your points scorers: Jasmine Tan, Keber, Farazak, Berry, Mail, Shinoda, and Tau will be trying to overtake or try to improve on their race pace later on there. But Jay Wong is in pole position, not just in this mini championship, but also literally in this race. Coming back towards the grid right now, we'll be joining the grid fairly shortly, in a few moments time there. And this is going to be an amazing second race.
Race kedua akan menjadi race yang lebih menarik kerana kita bakal menyaksikan pelumba-pelumba cuba untuk mendapatkan mata bagi kedudukan yang lebih cantik sebenarnya. Itu dah kini seperti yang kita katakan sebentar tadi, race kedua akan bermula mengikut keputusan race yang pertama, yang mana Jay Wong berada di petak yang pertama, diikuti Rika Street di petak yang kedua, Kamal Ali berada di petak ketiga, Muazzam Zairi berada di petak keempat, Jensen Chu, Mat Mazdi dan Amir Haziq masing-masing berada di petak kelima, keenam, ketujuh. Asidik di belakang berada di petak ke-8, Farizaz berada di petak yang ke-9, Iqbal dan Malvin Malik masing-masing berada di petak yang ke-10 dan ke-11. Itu dia Mael berkata, dan dia demam, Max.
Wow. 6 lights go on and we're about to go racing again, and away we go, diving down towards turn 1 there. It looks like Jay Wong's got a slower start than usual there. We're looking at Muazzam Zairi fighting his way toward the inside. Again, it's going to be 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide coming into turn 1 there. Are they going to be able to squeeze through? They're still going to try more wide at the apex of turn 1. Unbelievable stuff here. This is something out of a NASCAR oval race coming down towards turn 1 there. Oh, and it's all ended in tears. There's a big crash there. And that was Mazdi Mardini that's been thrown off the track there. And it looks like Jensen Chu also being bumped out a few places. Iqbal has been turned around at the second hairpin. Unbelievable stuff here coming down towards the Dunlop S's here. The car's still going too wide there. This is a lot more exciting of a start to the race there. We've got cars all sideways coming out toward the corner there. One car on the grass further behind there. Meanwhile, there's a battle there between Jensen Chu and Kamal Ali, who are bumper to bumpers, door to door there. Rika Street also involved in that as well. And Kamal Ali, we can see there on the driver cam, he is looking very worried himself. This is a rematch between him and Rika Street right now, trying to push hard through the corners there. Meanwhile, Jay Wong's doing very well for himself. They're still going too wide at the final corner. This is unbelievable stuff there as they're coming down towards the start-finish straight there. The first lap is over and Jay Wong is in the lead. Muazzam Zairi's managed to get himself up into second place. Itu dia Gaskun. I'll repeat that again. Gaskun di tempat kedua, guys, and Rika Street di tempat yang ketiga.
Itu dia dapat kita saksikan, seperti yang Max katakan tadi, perlumbaan kedua lebih mengancam, lebih menakutkan. Oh, itu dia Amir Haziq kini cuba untuk mendapatkan posisi yang lebih baik daripada perlumbaan yang pertama. Kini berada di tempat yang ketujuh cuba untuk mendapatkan Farizaz dan juga Jensen Chu di hadapan sebenarnya. Farizaz masih lagi cuba untuk mengejar Jensen Chu, tetapi ramai betul yang lock dekat sini. Kita risau tengok pemanduan diorang ni.
Ya, bila kita nampak tire smoke macam tu kan, kita memang risau. It's either someone's locked up their brakes or there's an accident about to happen. That's the telltale sign of something wrong. There's something wrong is going to happen there. But look at that there. Amir Haziq is now going to start his burn from the stern. He's going to fight back from the rear there, trying to go around the outside of Fariz Zak there. But Fariz managed to get a very good lap time. He's going defensive. And let's see if he can... Amir Haziq can actually try and go around the outside there. They're going to go side by side. Fariz Zak still able to keep the pace up there, but he's on the grass. Amir trying to pass on the grass. Look at that, just about managed to keep the car in a straight line there. Beautiful bit of defending there from Fariz Zak. He's not giving him a single inch, but he is giving enough space for braking and for driving through the corner there. Beautiful bit of driving from both drivers there. Look at that, the switchback attempt there from Haziq, trying to go around the outside here, trying to go around the inside. He's looking for every which way he can try and get past there. Amir Haziq hard on the brakes there, trying to go around the outside. Is he going to be able to do it? He's going to try and switch back onto the inside. This is something out of MotoGP, guys. Coming down towards the start-finish straight there. Hard on the throttle, cars going side by side into the braking zone here. Hard on the brakes, and it looks like he's unable to make it work, but still it's only a matter of time for Amir Haziq. We know how fast he is. It looks like it's going to happen.
Betul Max, kita dapat saksikan Amir Haziq cuba sedaya upaya untuk melakukan manuver untuk memintas Fariz Zak di hadapan. Tetapi walau bagaimanapun, Fariz Zak masih tidak mengalah dan tidak memberikan seinci pun. Itu dia berjaya memintas nampaknya Amir Haziq di situ. Kini kembali. Itu dia berjaya. Pintasan yang cantik oleh Amir Haziq. Nampaknya untuk sektor yang pertama Amir Haziq sangat laju sebenarnya, Max.
Ya, dan sekarang itu boleh nampaknya Fariz Zak sekarang berada di tempat yang agak susah, agak rumit sebab Mazdi Mardini di belakang tu boleh dikirakan pemandu yang agak bahaya juga. There's a lot of danger there from Fariz Zak. He's just let Amir Haziq go past there. He's still trying to overtake. He's still trying to go for the counter attack, but unable to do so. He's gone, in fact, a little bit too wide, and that means that Mazdi Mardini is going to be very close to him coming towards the final corner. Will we see an overtake in the final corner, or will we see an overtake at turn 1? Hard on the brakes there, Fariz Zak. Sensible maneuver. He's gone for the inside line, making Mazdi Mardini's job that much harder. Meanwhile, Muazzam Zari is all over the back of Kamal Ali. He's going to try and go in for an overtaking maneuver. Look at that. How fast is he going into the corner there? Kamal Ali going to try and sneak in on the inside there. But somehow, Muazzam, Gaskun managing to keep that car ahead. Unbelievable bit of driving there. I think Gaskun really waking up today.
Aku rasa dia dah kena marah lah, Max. But nevertheless, itu dia Muazzam Zahri kini cuba untuk mendapatkan Rika Street di hadapan. Ya, nampaknya Kamal Ali pun terpaksa akur dengan pemanduan Rika Street yang kini dia telah pun berada di tempat yang keempat. Tetapi perlawanan kali ini, Max, lebih mengancam, lebih mengasyikkan kerana Rika Street dan juga Jae Wong, gap di antara mereka tidak sejauh yang tadi sebenarnya.
Yeah, that's right. Jae Wong, they're not able to run away from the rest of the grid like before. And we're looking through there. Jae Wong not pushing as hard as possible. We have some reports there that it looks like Jae Wong might actually be trying to get Gaskun into second place right now. That's why he's backed off, perhaps. But he's still not actually going as quickly as he normally would be. He'd normally be streaking ahead right now. Rika Street, though, still close enough to do anything should anything happen. So it's a very risky maneuver there for Jae Wong to help his teammate Gaskun right now. But Rika Street there, he's in second position, pushing very hard indeed. There was a spin at the second hairpin. Not too sure what happened there. I think it might have been just a lock-up there from these three drivers. Another battle that's happening right now. Mazdi Mardini is trying to chase after Asidik, who's trying to chase after Fariz Zak. Fariz Zak goes off onto the grass there. That is a big mistake. Is he going to be able to make it? Wow, unbelievable bit of driving there from Fariz Zak to keep the car going in a straight line, but he's spun it. He's tossed it off the track there, and that means Mazdi Mardini and Asidik both go up a position. In the meanwhile, further up ahead there, we can see there that Jae Wong sorry, Kamal Ali and Muazzam Zairi there trying to get past Rika Street, and he's defending all the way around there. Kamal Ali being blocked in on the inside. They're going to go side by side. Unbelievable bit of driving. They both go sideways. They touch. They hit. Going down through here, it's impossible, they said, to go side by side through the S's here, but they still try. Rika Street has another contact there, and it looks like Muazzam Zairi is going to overtake the both of them. Not quite. Kamal Ali managing to get the drive out of the corner somehow, and they're still side by side there. Rika Street is not going to give up any way, shape or form, but it looks like Muazzam Zairi managed to get himself up into third position, and now they're both going to go after Kamal Ali, and look at the smile on that face. He knows what he's up against. He knows what's happening here. He knows the score. Jensen Chu has just joined that battle, and that's just going to make that midfield battle a hell of a lot more complicated. Coming down towards the braking zone here, let's see. There's two side by sides there coming down. It looks like Kamal Ali and Muazzam Zairi are going to go side by side through the final corner there. We look at Jensen Chu there, but Kamal Ali going side by side, not able to overtake Muazzam Zairi. Look at that defensive maneuver there, diving in on the inside there. They go very close there. Rika Street spins out. Rika Street spins out. Unbelievable bit of series of events there. Rika Street was in second place for so long, but it looks like Muazzam Zairi, the battle for second position is now between Muazzam Zairi and Kamal Ali, and looks like Jay Wong saw all of that drama behind him and he has taken off, and I don't blame him. If I saw something that scary behind me, I would be running as well.
I'm not gonna stay. Sorry bro. What? Itu dia satu persembahan yang cantik dilakukan oleh Muazzam Zairi dan juga Kamal Ali. Sekali lagi Muazzam Zairi cuba untuk memasuk cuba untuk mendapatkan peluang, tetapi nampaknya berjaya memintas Kamal Ali di situ. Wow, Max, Kamal Ali dengan Muazzam Zairi ataupun Gaskun sebenarnya bumper to bumper, door to door all the time.
Ya, dan kalau diorang berdua bersilap, kita kena tengok juga Jensen Chu di belakang, Asidik di belakang. Situasi diorang boleh dikirakan agak bahaya juga.
Yang rapat dengan dia sebenarnya sekarang ni adalah Amir Haziq, Max. Amir Haziq kini berjaya berada di tempat yang keempat, cuba untuk mendapatkan dua kontender di hadapan, iaitu Kamal Ali dan juga Amir Haziq dan juga Muazzam Zairi. Sedikit lock up di situ. Diorang betul-betul push kereta. Nampak kita dapat saksikan macam mana diorang push kereta sampaikan dekat corner tu pun dia masih macam cuba untuk dapatkan boleh masuk tak boleh masuk.
Yeah, you can see the drivers are really pushing these cars hard. I think what's happening there is that the tires are also getting a little bit overheated as well. These are road tires and not race tires. I almost made Budi do a spit take there. 1 second. But that was incredible stuff. Just watching there, we almost both did a spit take at the screen. Looking further behind there, Rika Street is still in trouble right now. He is battling against Asidik. Asidik going in on the inside, going around the outside of Rika Street. Rika trying to keep the car on the inside there, just about managing to make it work. Going on the outside there, they touch. Asidik clips the wall there. Is he able to control the car there? Coming into the braking zone there, it looks like he's going to go off the track. Unbelievable stuff there. Rika Street still managing to survive these cars as they go later and later into this heat too. They are starting to go away from the drivers. You can tell that the cars are losing grip and they're sliding around and they're really having a tough time out there.
Betul Max, nampaknya di race yang kedua keadaan sedikit lebih membahang. The heat is on. Bahangnya kini terasa membahang. Okey, jadi dia punya tayar dia sedikit sukar untuk kita kontrol dia punya tayar tu. Jadi kita dapat saksikan macam mana kita punya pelumba cuba untuk mengawal keadaan. Itu dia bahang asmara dia. Kita punya trackside reporter kita ni Wafdi kata bahang asmara di antara Jentera dan juga Litar makin terasa. Tetapi ini baru sahaja setengah. Kita mungkin ada lagi lebih kurang dalam 4 lap sahaja lagi sebelum perlumbaan ini berakhir. Walau bagaimanapun, namun itu dia Kamal Ali dan juga Amir Haziq dan juga Muazzam Zairi. Siapakah di antara mereka yang bakal membawa pulang hadiah dan juga bragging right? Kalau dalam Melayu kata bragging apa? Hak untuk belagak.
So there you have it.
Tak faham.
So there you have it. This stream also proudly brought to you by the Oxford Fajar Dictionary. Jay Wong still in the lead there, but behind him all sorts of dramas happening right now. Kamal Ali again closing up again to Muazzam Zairi there. Amir Haziq right behind there, ready to pounce in case any of these two drivers make a mistake. That's a big slide there from Kamal Ali, using all of his skills, all of his drifting skills coming on the exit corner there. Oh, they touch. That was a big dive up the inside there from Kamal Ali, but he's managed to make it work there. Muazzam Zairi sliding around, and Amir Haziq also putting the foot down as hard as possible. They are standing on the throttle coming up to the braking zone here, diving in on the inside there. Muazzam Zairi being treated to a smoke show of a lock up there, coming around the corner there, diving out towards the outside there. All the rear tyres are spinning up as they exit the corner there. Zero blinker. Oh no, Kamal. He's managed to get himself to second place. But coming down towards the braking zone here, coming down here again, he's got to be very defensive because Gasco's so quick. Oh, they touch! They touch again! We're driving GT cars around Tsukuba, but we're driving them like touring cars, ladies and gentlemen, or even like NASCAR. Coming down towards the final corner here. Here's a very NASCAR-style final corner. You can run multiple racing lines through here. What are they going to try and go through there again? Diving in onto the inside of the corner, trying to keep it as tight as possible. Muazzam Zairi coming very wide there. Both drivers using all the extra curve they can, diving up towards the inside there. And you can see Kamal Ali's turning in earlier and earlier, trying to defend. And look at that. He almost doesn't make the apex of the corner there, but he manages to lock the car up and slide that thing into the apex. Coming down towards the braking zone here. Let's see if Muazzam can do anything. Unable to do so. Beautiful bit of defending. It looks like Kamal Ali has a tiny gap. Look at how hard they're trying though.
Itu dia di antara perlumbaan daripada di antara Kamal Ali dan juga Muazzam Zairi semakin menjadi-jadi. Asapnya semakin banyak nampaknya. Tetapi walau bagaimanapun Jay Wong kini selesa berada di hadapan, meninggalkan Kamal Ali 10 saat di belakang. Makna kata Jay Wong ni memang laju.
Yeah, boleh dikirakan 10 saat. And remember, he was holding back in the opening half of the race. Now he's 10 seconds ahead. It just goes to show how quick he is.
No, I wonder, are we watching Road to Tas or F1 right now?
Yeah. You've got Max Verstappen and everything else right now at this moment. Brilliant stuff there from Jay Wong. If he keeps this up, he's definitely going to win the race to task easy. But look at that. Kamal Ali's made a big mistake there, and he's given the position back to Muazzam Zairi. Is there going to be a counter-attack right now? Muazzam Zairi, beautiful bit of braking to outbrake Kamal Ali, but he tries to dive in on the inside. He's gone a little bit too far on the inside, carrying too much speed there, and Kamal Ali's going to sneak up on the inside of driving the car underneath Muazzam Zairi, but Muazzam manages to keep just a little bit of speed there. Kamal Ali going very close. They touch coming out of Dunlop curves there, and wow, look at that. Muazzam Zairi, Gascon still keeping the car ahead there, and just managed to eke about 20 meters worth of advantage coming into the final hairpin. But look at that. Amir Haziq is getting closer and closer to the back of this battle there. Look at the big smoke show as Amir knows that he's standing on the throttle as early as he can, coming onto the back straight now, coming into the final corner. Hard on the brakes there and smoothly into the corner for both drivers who are driving very quickly. We can see that Gascon is really quick in the final half of the lap, but Kamal Ali is so devastatingly good on the brakes that it's making it very difficult indeed. Oh, look at that. He's made a mistake as well. Masni Mardini, meanwhile, is putting a lot of pressure there. Oh, there's a big spin there. Amir Haziq, and it looks like Kamal Ali and Amir Haziq has been in the wars there. I think there was a big lock up there, and Muazzam Zairi's managed to get himself back up into second place. Jensen Chu has managed to sneak into third position right now, and it's all changed there. I think they had it coming together into turn 1.
Itu dia, nampaknya Jay Wong kini berada di lap yang terakhir, Mac. Bendera putih telah pun dikibarkan di sekitar trek sekarang. Jay Wong nampaknya akan membawa pulang bragging right dan juga hadiah kejohanan malam ini nampaknya. Itu dia berenda. Bendera checkered flag telah pun dikibarkan untuk Jay Wong. Muazzam Zairi bagaimanapun namun berada di tempat yang kedua, diikuti Jensen Chu yang tak mana-mana datang, tiba-tiba no arrive, berada di tempat yang ketiga, diikuti Kamal Ali di tempat yang keempat, Amir Haziq di tempat yang kelima. Wow, that was a big battle, Max, for everybody.
You know, normally I'd stand up for the first half of the race and sit down. I've just sat down on my seat right now. That was incredible. I think that has to be the best race I've seen all all year.
Yeah.
And we've just been watching ESL R1 before the start of this broadcast, and they didn't have any racing like this. This is incredible.
This is not a train race, you know.
Yeah.
Ini bukan macam nak kena ada train. No. It was like all over the place, but it's good.
This is the kind of racing you'd expect on a flat-out oval
Yeah.
in NASCAR, where you're slipstreaming past each other, not on a really twisty, tight track like this. But you can see there, Rika Street. I mean, what can you say? We saw amazing pace from him. Unfortunately, he was just a little bit unlucky at turn 1 on a couple of occasions. He dropped down to 6th place, but fantastic drive from him to be way up into 2nd position at one point.
NSX is on fire.
Oh yeah,
Oh
absolutely
my God.
flying.
Say hi.
So right now we're going to go and have a chat with some of the drivers.
Iyalah.
All right, hi guys.
Hello. Yeah.
So guys, we are live right now on the stream at the moment, and just have to say that was an amazing race. Boleh dikirakan top 10 best race yang
Best
kita nampak.
race. Tahun ni best race ni ya.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never seen a race like this the whole year, you know.
Yeah.
But this is a really good race. So macam mana perasaan korang dengan race malam ni?
Thank you Kamal. You're the best.
Thank you guys.
Kita boleh tanya Kamal Ali dulu lah. Kita boleh tanya Kamal Ali dulu. Apa perasaan under that much pressure to try for the entire race? What was it like?
I was trying to hold my laughter with the shenanigans happening in race 2 actually.
Dia punya race hari ni sangat mendebarkan lah sebenarnya Mal.
I bring the fun in the race basically.
Di antara perlawanan di antara Kamal Ali dan juga Muazzam Zari tadi memang memberikan hangat bahang asmara tu terasa sangat
Dia agak very intimate boleh katakan.
Bukan intense, intimate.
Oh yo.
Lain bunyi dia.
Okay, that's something we know today. You can apparently have an intimate race.
Yeah.
But, I have to say
very
this.
intimate.
I have to say it was one of the most fun battles I've ever seen in a while. We were standing, sitting, jumping up and down. I almost made Budi do a spit take.
But that was really good. To be honest, that was a really good race. Dia penuh dengan drama. Aku macam saya the whole race saya teringat macam kita sebenarnya tengah tengok Road to Tas ke kita tengah tengok F1 ni. Rasa kita tengok F1 tu drama tau.
Yeah. So kita pun nak cari siapa driver lain. Gaskun ada tak? Ada. So Gaskun,
Ya.
apa cerita dengar cerita tadi korang cakap ke orang lain tak tahu nak drive kereta ni?
Macam tak minat kereta ni kadang-kadang.
Kenapa tertiba laju?
Ikut kata hati.
Ui. Lain level dia ikut kata hati.
Spirit of the heart tu.
Lain ikut kata hati Jadi macam mana dengan kata hati pada malam ini? Berpuas hati dengan kata hati?
Hati kata nasib menang.
Nasib menang Oh my god.
Tapi boleh kirakan tekanan yang agak tinggi juga daripada segi Gaskun. Kita boleh tengok agak scary juga dia punya perlumbaan pada malam ni. Ada yang close quarters, ada yang contact cium-cium sikit.
Sangat menakutkan lah sebenarnya.
Itu semua tahan nafas tu.
Awak dah kurus, kalau tahan nafas tak ada gunanya. Kalau saya lain lah. Dia ringan lagi kereta nanti.
Masalahnya kalau nak tahan nafas untuk 15 minit tu susah.
Oh ya.
Bukanlah 15 minit. Sekali Kamal kat belakang tahan nafas.
Betul.
Setiap kali Kamal kat belakang ke tahan nafas. Tapi manuver agak mengejutkan di antara pelumba hari ni.
Ya.
Penuh dengan keberanian.
Ya, boleh kirakan kita boleh nampak yang format race ni memang promote all out racing kan.
Betul.
Ya. So kita akan cuba dapatkan our provisional winner of Race to Task is Jay Wong there.
Yeah, here.
So Jay, how are you finding the car so far today?
Okay. Honestly, I didn't really drive the car after the qualification, so the last like 15 minutes of practice was when I really try and get myself to familiarize with the car again.
Yeah, I mean it's a spectacular race. We saw you in race 1. It was just unbelievable how fast you were going. That and everyone else battling behind and slowing you down. A huge gap there. But in race 2, we noticed that you were perhaps, shall we say, conserving your tires a little bit? What's the...
Actually, I was just trying to have as much fun as I can in both races. I was just trying to aim for the 101s.
Yeah, we saw that. You got so close on so many occasions. It was nail-biting stuff there.
Yeah, I was just trying to push myself. I mean, just trying to enjoy myself as much as I can.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there. Again, congratulations. We are waiting for the full-on official results, but I think it's safe to say that you will be walking home with some tickets.
Right, thank you so much, AI.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for some spectacular driving there. I would have thought that you would have done that 101, even in qualifying. That was so close. What was it, 2/2000th of a second?
Yeah,
around there, I guess. It was so close. I almost got it on race 2 on the second to last lap.
Yeah.
I missed out on it again.
Yeah. In any case, congratulations, and great stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, and who else we have here is Amir Haziq online.
Yes, I'm alive.
Oh yeah, Amir Haziq, is it fair to say that you've had a fairly up and down race today?
Yeah, you're putting it quite lightly, but you know, it happens. It's racing.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to say, I think from your position, you probably had the wildest 2 races that I've ever seen anyone have this year, just quietly. You were going quite quickly in some places. You got collected in other places. I think we missed what happened in turn 1. I believe.
No, the last turn. Last turn on the lap 1.
Oh, sorry, yeah, last turn on
the
lap
race
1.
Yeah, the last turn incident.
Yeah, just basically, it was the car. Just, I don't know, it just steps out. You just can't recover it, so it happens.
Yeah. So I'm guessing this car can be quite tricky when it comes to this car and track combination can be a little bit tricky to get right.
Yeah, it just bites you when you least expect it, to be honest. That was a bit annoying, but you know, again, once you lose it, that's it. It's just whether or not you can
it's really hard to recover, right?
Yeah.
It's really hard to recover the car.
Yeah, because I thought I wanted to let the car have just a bit of a lazy slide and then correct it, but unfortunately the wheels kind of bit at the other direction and that's it. All
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was trying the car out the other day. It was, if you got the thing sideways, it was almost like one of those V10 Formula 1 cars where you have to correct it immediately or it just lights out. But in any case, commiserations to you there, and hopefully we'll see you in a race in the future, because to be fair, you had some decent pace at some points.
Yeah, but you know, again, qualifying is one thing, but everything matters in the race, so it's just probably one of those days where when it rains it pours, you know, because first you had the accident in race 1, then after that just case of recovery, so it was a long shot. Tried my best, but you know, it's racing.
Well, you gave it a real good shot there to get yourself back up to 5th in race 2. So, commiserations, congratulations, and hopefully you'll come back stronger for the next event.
Cheers.
Fantastic.
Siapa kita ada lagi di talian? Sebab ni tak nampak ah.
Come on.
Siapa? Tak dengar? Oh, Kebek. Kebek ada di talian? Kebek?
Ada tu, tapi tak tahu dia mute dekat.
Oh, itu dia.
Itu ngantuk. Halo. Macam mana perlumbaan pada malam ini? Boleh ceritakan sedikit orang kata pengalaman perlumbaan pada malam ini?
Pengalaman nampak kereta lah dari depan, dari belakang. Nampak banyak kereta lah tu je.
Banyak kereta itu macam tak cukup praktis. Tapi tak apa, walau bagaimanapun pun anda antara yang terpantas sebenarnya. Tak cukup praktis pun masih antara yang terpantas ni. Macam mana tu?
Nasib lah tu kot.
Nasib
Laki lah.
Betul lah. Dia kadang-kadang laki, kadang-kadang perempuan. Dah tu.
Aduh.
So macam mana pendapat KBL tentang kombinasi di antara kereta dan juga track ni sebenarnya? Happy, suka ke? Rasa macam berbelah bahagi ke? Hate and love relationship ke?
Macam Jepun dengan salji lah.
Tapi belum lagi, ni bulan 6 baru.
Tu lah.
Belum, Jepun
Rasa
belum
macam
salji
tu,
lagi
ya.
bulan 6 ni.
Rasa macam
Julai
tu.
kata silap aku.
Mana cakap?
Macam mana nak cakap?
Good race lah.
Good race, betul. Kita masih lagi menunggu result untuk final result sebenarnya sekarang ni.
Untuk
wih, tiba-tiba keluar muka, terkejut kita.
So itu dia. So that's some of the drivers there. Jensen Chu, we haven't spoken to yet. Jensen, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So how did you find the car and track for yourself? Because you've had a bit of an entertaining one as well, haven't you?
Okay.
To put it mildly.
Okay, it was a fun race. So everyone is trying to avoid to bump into each other. So it was a fun race, and everyone is keeping their pace. And lastly, in the second round of the race, I think Amir Haziq, is it? Bumped to then I take the spot of the P3. It was a fun race during their fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because masa tu Jensen tengah fight between 4 person.
Yeah.
So there was Kamal Ali, Gaskun, and then Amir Haziq, and then Jensen kat belakang.
Yeah.
I was behind to see the 4 person in front. They are fighting, you know. That was the fun part.
Yeah, you had the best seats in the house there. I think if I was in your position, I'd just cruise around behind them and just try.
Yes, just cruise from behind and look. Yes, they are fighting. Okay, take their spot. Okay. So it's a fun race.
Yeah. I mean, say what you will, but that worked. So.
I was laughing in the race, you know, from the beginning. It's a fun race, very fun.
So yeah, fantastic. So fantastic stuff indeed there, and hopefully we'll see you pick up a few more places as well. So thanks a lot to Jensen Chu and to all the drivers for having a chat with us. We have the final results right now on screen, and we can confirm, to nobody's surprise, Jay Wong has taken home the win. Perfect race for him.
Perfect, 20.
Yep, 10 points in race 1, 10 points in race 2. He takes home the full 20. Gaskun is in second position, and Rika Street is in third place. That's another driver we haven't talked to yet. Rika Street.
Ada talian?
Ada.
So ini persoalan pertama. Siapa sebenarnya Rika Street ni?
Nama saya Muhammad Hakim.
Muhammad Hakim. So, sebelum ni pernah berlumba tak? Tak.
Dalam AI belum lagi.
Dalam AI belum pernah masuk lagi. So first time masuk, duduk tempat 3, Mat. Memang laju lah kiranya. Macam mana?
Biasa.
Ada secret dia.
Ada secret. Macam secret admirer. So macam mana perasaan perlumbaan pada malam ni sebenarnya tu? Tu punya perlumbaan dia
Canda lah. Tak tahu cakap canda lah, sebab betul-betul fight lah. Memang dah lama tak race dengan fight macam ni.
Dia intense lah, orang Melayu kata kan?
Ya, intense gila.
Betul lah Max
Ya.
Kita nampak dia punya intense itu sebab dia tadi berada di tempat yang kedua sebenarnya. Tetapi sedikit kesilapan berlaku sehingga fumble di turn yang pertama tu kot. Turn 1 fumble tadi kan. Turn 1 dia fumble, and then try to come back tapi tidak berjaya. Walau bagaimanapun berjaya mendapat 3 mata.
So boleh kirakan recovery drive yang agak bagus juga lah tu.
Betul.
Terima kasih.
So terima kasih kepada Rika Street. So that is your podium, Jay Wong, Gaskun dan Rika Street.
So Rika Street dengan Kamal mendapat mata yang sama, tetapi untuk perlombaan kali ini Rika Street mendapat tempat yang ketiga kerana di race yang pertama dia mendapat poin yang lebih lah.
So itu dia punya tiebreaker lah.
Tiebreaker.
So terima kasih kepada semua driver, semua pemandu. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio, and we will see you all in the next race. Congratulations. Give yourselves a round of applause. Come on.
So I make a sound of that.
So there you have it. That has been a brilliant race to task there. We will be mailing those tickets out and getting them ready to see the best that Japan has to offer. And you too can see the best that Japan can offer. If you buy tickets to the Tokyo Auto Salon happening 9th, 10th and the 11th of this month, just next week actually, at VTEC in KL. VTEC tu lebih kurang kat mana?
Aku tak tahu. Aku bukan orang KL, aku orang Tampin.
Betul juga. Segambut.
Nick Wafdi kata Segambut.
According to Nick Wafdi, it's Segambut. So
kalau salah dia.
He's checking his GPS right now. But in any case, it's definitely a must-see event. I wouldn't miss it for the world. So we do have a chance of giving you guys some prizes as well. So if you go to the link in the description and at checkout use promo code VTEC Esports.
Dia dah berjaya.
Finally, getting my head out of the way. So use the promo code VTEC Esports for your chance to win during our live draw at 9 p.m. 8th of June 2023 in association with our news show VGN, Vertex Gaming News. And you have a chance of winning either a MDX Mini GT Special Edition LB Liberty Walk Lambo. We've got the Kaido House R34 and we've got 7 Gallery Creator t-shirts to go on as well. So all of these prizes to 10 lucky winners. There's going to be 10 lucky winners there. 45 ringgit is the ticket price, give or take. Use the code VTEC Esports for your chance to win some goodies as well.
So the reason why korang kena pergi dekat PES Tokyo Auto Salon KL kali ni adalah sebab this is the first TAS ever in KL.
Yes, absolutely. 24 of the best cars in Japan, the cars that have won awards at the Tokyo Auto Salon.
Apa tu Tokyo Auto Salon?
So Tokyo Auto Salon is a car show yang boleh dikirakan is the mother of all tuning car shows in Asia.
So that's what it is.
Yeah, started in 1989.
Historic, bro.
Yeah, and it's still going strong even to this day. All the biggest builds get shown off at Tokyo Auto Salon, and there is competitions as well. Best looking car, best motorsports car, best this, that and the other.
Everything, all the best.
Yeah, so all of the award winners. Yeah, so all the award winners will be there, as well as some of the best cars in Malaysia will also be there. Our friends Olia and Co from GK will be there, Gallery Creator will be there, and we will be there on Friday as well.
Yep.
So if you want to meet up, we're doing an informal fan meetup on Friday. Do make sure to go and
kalau nak sign nanti bawa pen sendiri.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the fun. Oh my god. Okay, so jangan lupa korang boleh dapatkan tiket di description, link yang kita yang ada di bawah, dan juga gunakan kod VTEC Esports, ada S tau. Okay, Esports, and then korang berpeluang untuk memenangi hadiah yang kita tunjukkan di belakang ataupun di sini. Sama lah, sama hadiahnya. Jadi korang berpeluang untuk memenangi hadiah ini. Hadiah ni yang ini semua hadiah bernilai lagi mahal daripada tiket tu satu. Jangan risau.
Yeah, betul juga tu. So that's going to be it, I think, from us here in the studio. We had a fantastic time here at Tsukuba with the NSXs. I almost said MX-5. That was the kind of racing we had.
Yeah. I do agree with that.
Mid-engine V6 MX-5 racing. So there you go. That has been the NSX at Tsukuba. This has been the RACE to TAS KL, and this has been the broadcast for this evening. All that remains for me to say is to thank our director, Nick Wafdi, our producer Khairul Alang, and to our broadcast engineer Alip Jantan, and also special thanks to my co-commentator Encik Budi boleh kirakan. This has been a special race.
Yeah, it's really a special race. Well, up and down the roller coaster all the time. Aku sampai bangun pada kursi tau. Aku jarang bangun pada kursi bang.
Yeah.
So when I bangun daripada kursi and I speak English, that's mean it's been a serious business, okay?
Yes, absolutely. So special thanks to Budi and special thanks to myself, Max Palmer. We'll see you all in the next stream. Bye for now. Ta-ra.
looking to see stuff I've never seen before, stuff that we can't see in the States, so very excited for that.